is the Mike Calta Show. It's 102.5 The Bone. Good morning, everybody. It is Monday, October 16th, 2023, and we are coming to you live. How is everybody doing? Good morning. Hello.
Good.
Carmen, how are you? There still is no Spanish today.
No.
What?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't even think he knows.
I don't think anyone knows.
Joe knows.
No,
Give us the fulls, Joe.
I don't have the fulls.
Oh,
It's as if the two of you don't live in the same house. I was
know,
trying to
right?
get a hold of you, and I text him. I go, hey, is Joe awake? I don't know. Well, I don't know. Just turn your head and look over the other side of the house. Do you see him or not? You guys don't even see each other.
No, he's been. I'm telling you, he's been in his room for the past 3 weeks.
He called me, or I called him. We talked, and I said, how are you feeling? He's like, honestly, this, that, and the other thing. And he didn't get his, they still have done more tests that he hasn't gotten the results. And he's like, I don't know if I'm contagious or whatever. I was like, well, stay home. I don't want you making us all sick.
Yeah, if you're sick, you should stay home. That way people don't have stuffed up nasal passages and everything over the weekend.
Like you're talking to somebody.
Yeah.
Sounds like a good idea.
Yeah, so Spanish is... So I thought of a couple of things that I thought would be... I told Spanish. I said, I'm going to make a lot of jokes, but you're in no danger, obviously, if you're sick. You're in no danger of losing your job or anything like that.
Once you get better, then you'll lose your job.
Right. We can't fire you while you're sick. We have to wait to get better. No, but I thought maybe it would be fun to have some replacements for Spanish to fill in for every once in a while, or maybe like once a week, have somebody come and fill the empty seat. I don't know. Then they're just like you. I was just thinking, who?
Yeah.
Can't think of anybody. I mean, like every once in a while, I go, that guy might be pretty funny on the show, and then sometimes I go, no, that's not happening.
Why would we put somebody funny in his spot, though?
Right. To change the whole dynamic of the show.
Doesn't make any sense.
Dizzy's maxed out on hours. He can't.
Right.
He's not allowed to do anything with
Yeah,
us
clearly
anymore.
Dizzy's my number one choice.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy that it's 2023 and it's a multi-million-dollar corporation?
It's a multi-billion
Yeah,
dollar
billion-dollar corporation, and people are maxed out on hours.
Yeah.
That's wild.
And
to
he's
me.
maxed out at like 25.
Yeah.
Yep.
That is pretty rough, man. I don't know. I feel bad for part-time employees, but I've been there, you know. So
Yeah.
actually, I don't think I've ever been there. I just went from free to full-time. Like I worked for free in the amount of time that I was supposed to be working. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I started out in radio directly full-time.
Well, now that's why we hate you.
I mean, you see talent, you want to have them full-time.
Wow.
Yeah,
Ooh,
and made it
touche.
here. Not just showing up all,
By the way, Louisville's
I'm 20.
not a low market.
I'm 20 and I wear shorts. Ugh.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's exactly
what
what
happened.
happened.
What do you think?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you got here on your talent.
Yep.
Some guy sent Mike a picture of you, and Mike was like, yeah, get her in here.
It was actually sight unseen, and I was still good with it.
Oh.
It was a compliments that came with it. Hey,
By the
Carmen,
way,
hey, keep the job. Hey, keep the job as something.
Oh man.
I love when she
clawed
turned
my
into
way to the
Denzel.
top from market 229.
Is that what it is? 229?
Not Louisville. Fort Walton. I started
Fort
in-
Walton.
yeah. Yeah.
No, Louisville's a big market.
65.
Yeah.
And then this
Bigger.
is 18, 17.
I think when I started in Tallahassee, it was market 320.
Really?
There's only 300,000 people live in the city.
Yeah, that's true. I never cared about that. People like haters always be like, you're not even in a big market. I'm like, yeah, I kind of am. I'm in a top 20 market, and it doesn't matter to me as long as I'm making big market money. That's all I care about.
Yeah.
You kidding me? If I was in that remember that show where they all lived in Alaska? If I was that guy that sat in the window and did morning radio and was like, hey, good morning, Alaska town, and today the bear report is this, and they still paid me a ton of money, I'd be just as happy.
Yeah, what was that called? Northern Alaska?
Northern Exposure.
Northern Exposure, yeah.
Hey guys, just a heads up, there's a moose on 275 today. That'd be fine. I would be just as happy, especially in Alaska. I'm telling you, I'm been enjoying this change in the weather, but it's not cold enough. Yesterday, my niece had her friends here from California, and they were like, can we turn on the fire pit? It's cold outside. I went, cold? And I got up and walked out there. Yeah, and I went, you got to be, what is it, 75 out here? It was ridiculous. It was not cold.
Did you walk out this morning at all?
No, is it Frask today?
A little bit, yeah.
Ooh, I like it. I like it.
Not frat.
But it's
Yeah,
going down
it's not like crazy or anything.
Going down to the 50s
No.
this week.
Yeah.
At night.
But I walked out this morning and I said, ooh, should I bring a little something, a little sweatshirt or something?
A shawl?
It is currently 64.
Yeah.
Yeah.
64.
That's good.
Yeah.
I like it. So every year at this time, I buy a new heater for Ralphie. for his my tortoise for his house there, because every year they make something new and something cool, and he destroys it. So I got to figure out a way. I just let him destroy it, and at the end of the year, I take it out, throw it out, and buy him a new one. I got one this time that it shoots heat down, and you can drill it into the wall. So he hopefully can't get to it now.
Yeah, I was going to say, can't you put it up 4 inches?
But I did that last year, and he still somehow managed to knock the whole thing off the. There's a little ledge in there, and I tried putting it on the ledge and leaning it against the wall, and I came in and it was in the middle of the yard, and he just sees it and he has to attack.
I have an idea.
Yeah. Well, I'm just going to drill it to the wall so it's out of his reach and he can't get to it. So,
You mean you're going to have Dino?
sorry,
drill it to the
Dino.
wall?
I'm going to politely ask Dino if he could drill it to the wall.
What I was going to say is maybe have Dino cut the back wall out the shape of the
put that thing in.
and put a mesh screen in front of it. You know what I mean? Like a metal.
good,
Although
yeah.
metal may burn him if, I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But I had to do that because when it gets to 54, that's pretty cold for him.
Sure.
And even though I'll be sleeping with the windows open at that point. Anyway, welcome to the show today. Carmen, how was your weekend? Anybody do anything fun? What'd you do? Oh, you're so excited. Yeah, we had fun.
Oh.
Really? So what do you take? A little mushrooms? And how does that go? How do you know how much to take? Little squares? Mm-hmm. Wouldn't it be great if Carmen overdid it and she just wrote a thesis on something? She ended the Middle Eastern War. Uh-huh.
Whoa. Aren't you afraid that he's going to freak out and
Yeah.
do something crazy?
And then he burnt the house down.
Yeah. And then he thought you were a monster, so he had to kill you with a
Stab,
iron.
stab.
Yeah. Oh, no.
Yeah. Get to the good stuff. You guys do it? Really? Jeez.
It was 80 degrees outside.
Oh, you're a love python. Is what you are. Yeah. No, I didn't. I got the one from Bert's house.
You've had the chocolate.
I've just eaten the chocolate. I don't know if there's any mushrooms in there because it didn't really do anything. No. Right.
Put you
I'm
in a good
for
mood.
mushroom. When am I not in a good mood?
No, you're always in a
Exactly.
good mood,
Always
Michael.
in a good mood.
Yeah.
So, well, look, I did. I enhanced myself a little bit this weekend. I went out Friday night to dinner, and I was pretty drunk.
Oh.
Not drunk like drunk, but I was feeling good. I went to Meat Market with Sap and his girlfriend and me and my wife on Friday, and I'm going to tell you this right now. I understand why people think Sap's a dick because you people don't know how to leave him alone. It is unbelievable. For a guy who's got a reputation about being unapproachable and mean to people and stuff, the amount of people who just want to walk up and slap him in the shoulder and touch him and be
Yeah.
like, "Hey," I'm like, "Oh man!" Now I see why people would just lose their. I don't know. Anyway, but I really like that restaurant. The food is fantastic, and they have this. We went there one time, and they have this steak that's a tomahawk Wagyu steak, where they bring it out and it's like hanging on a hook, and then they set it on fire, like sear the outside, and you split it. It's like for two. So last time we went, we were like, we get the next time, we get the next time. So immediately we went there and ordered that and crushed that steak. It was fantastic. They really make great food over there, but it was a good time, and I was not like, I'm not going to drink, and then I'm like, I'll have one drink, then I'll have two drink. I'm not driving, so I'm like, maybe and then they ordered a bottle of wine. I'm like, well, how do I not have wine? I left there. I'm like, man, I haven't drank this much since Triple
Saucy.
Toddler played. Yeah, I
Wow.
was like, this is great. I had a great time. It was fun to be out and doing stuff like adults, And Friday night was good. That meat market spot is really, I wish it wasn't so goddamn far from my house, but it's really worth going to, you know. This is like 3 times in the last month I've been there. What else? I had something else I wanted to tell you. Oh, Saturday night, boy, this was a place in here. Saturday night was Taylor Swift Eras Tour movie night. I did not go to that, but my daughter did with her friends. There were outfits going on. There was sing-alongs, and then all of them came back here to the house.
I found out over the weekend that they were charging like $20 a person.
Oh, it was
that,
a concert.
for that movie.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because
It's a full concert, though.
my
It's 3
nieces
hours.
my nieces went and they were like, oh yeah, it was $26 a person
Yeah.
to go to watch the movie, and they'd already gone to
That's
the
why
concert.
she made $4 billion off
Yeah.
of it. Yeah.
They'd already gone to the con. Like, so you went to the concert here for like $1,000, and then you went and paid like another $150 to go watch the concert. And they're like, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, they loved it. They all got dressed up. They all made little outfits, and they all went. And my wife said the entire place was just singing. It was loud as can be.
Yeah.
And they all came here. And I got up to pee at 2 o'clock in the morning, and they were all still up at 2 o'clock in the morning. And I said, you know what? I'm going to set my alarm, and I'm going to go to Publix when I get up so that I could buy them. But I didn't have any like pancake mix and bacon, so I was like, I'm going to go get them stuff, and I'll make breakfast in the morning. Be super dad, you know? So I figured if I set my alarm for 8 o'clock, that'd be early enough because it's 2 and they're still up in there. So my alarm goes off at 8. I jump up, brush my teeth, change, walk downstairs. They're all in the kitchen making hot chocolates. And I go, have you guys even slept? They're like, yeah, we woke up like an hour ago. I go, how do you? I can't imagine. I can't imagine that energy. After all night singing and eating candy and doing all that garbage, now they're up and making hot chocolates and all. It was crazy. But I did jump on the griddle because the weather was nice and a little cool outside. And I became super dad and made an outdoor T-Swizzle buffet.
Look at you.
Oh,
Kids had a good time.
all right.
Yeah. It was. I had a good, chill, fun, relax, do nothing weekend. Just hang out and be cool, dad. I did not go to Brian Simpson on Saturday.
Oh, you
No.
didn't?
Mhm.
Oh,
Whoa.
that's surprising.
That is.
I mean,
I thought for sure.
I had
I
heard
don't recall promising anybody.
No.
a lot.
Oh,
Of,
you said a couple. I am definitely going.
Yeah.
there were a
I'm
lot of
definitely
people
going.
on. Like, where's Mike?
Yeah.
You what? Oh, I was like, shut up. No. So my niece was in town with her friends, and we were all supposed to go, and then they got busy, and I thought, you know what?
Oh, it was their fault.
No. They got busy, and they're like, I don't know, and I go, good. All right, that's my out. That's all I needed to hear. I was just too tired.
Where are you with Bert's Cruise?
Oh, 100%. Once I saw
You
the
got
room,
that, Carmen? Mark that.
100%.
listen to me.
Well, you were wishy-washy, and then you saw the room, and you were like, "Oh, this is great."
So
but prior to that, you said if your son was like, "I got something," you'd be like, "All right, that's
no,
fine."
I'll
Yeah.
leave him here now. So, when Leanne called me about the cruise months ago, and she said, "Hey, I need names for your cruise," and I go, "I think it's just me and Joey gonna go," and she goes, "That's it?" And I go, "I don't know who, how many people can I bring?" She goes, "As many as you want to put in that room," and I go, "Well, I'm already in there with my son. I don't want to put anybody else in a room with, like an inside cabin. What if we get one of those, And then I thought, all right, maybe we'll just get like a balcony room. When I was a kid, I went on a cruise with my friends from high school, and like 5 of us shared a room, and it was ridiculous. You couldn't even walk in. It was just all beds. And I thought, I'm too old to do that. So I'll just keep it at the 4 of us. Plus, you couldn't go. You don't want to go. And I went, all right, that's it. And then I saw the room the other day, and it's a 3-bedroom suite. It's like 1,600 square feet.
How did you see the room?
They sent me my confirmation, and I looked it up to see if it was like a balcony room or something like that, because I knew Joe would just sleep on the balcony.
Because I know you are very good at websites, and you often
No.
find information. So,
He gets there, and it's an inside terrible room. Oh, 823. I thought it was 829.
No. There's only like 10 rooms on the 14th floor, and I'm one of those rooms, and they're all like big suites. So.
There you go. Now you narrowed it down. You'll be getting phone calls the
Oh,
entire time.
do you think I'm gonna answer the phone? Oh, so we're going. So we're 100% going now.
Well, yeah, Spanish isn't 100% gone.
yeah.
Great.
Yeah, so
I mean,
it's you and 2 Joes.
You want to go alone, like without Chad? You can't bang my son.
All right.
I'm just kidding. Carmen,
That goes for you, Joe, too.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
But Carmen, you might have to share a bed with me because we only have 3 rooms. Oh, well, this is getting better and better. You might have to bring some mushrooms too. You might have to take more than 3 squares. We'll see what happens.
Yep. Okay. Oh, what? Oh.
Carmen, if you want to go, we could figure that out. We'll figure that. If Spanish isn't going, we'll figure it out. Okay. Oh my God. This just got done.
Because what, 10 days away?
Yeah.
Roughly, yeah.
It's
Wednesday?
All that out. No, it's the 27th, but I think we have to go down there the 26th because we have to be on the boat, and I don't think if we left here after the show, we'd get there in time. We have to be on the boat by 2:30. So
Right.
I don't know that if we'd have enough time, we may have to miss Friday. Well, what I was thinking about doing, if Spanish was going, only because he knows how to do all this stuff, is go down there the night before, and then since it'll be me, Joe, and
Carmen.
in Spanish or Carmen, we'd be able to broadcast that morning with you guys. You know what I mean? We'll just do it from down there, from the hotel room. Who knows? No, listen.
Listen, I got us on from Germany.
Yeah, that's
but
what
that
I'm
was
saying.
me, and I'm not going.
Man,
We'll have it. We'll
your
definitely.
negativity is not helping in the situation.
We'll definitely have video as well because Joe will be
Oh,
there.
yeah.
All I know is Germany, I got us on. We were crystal clear.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It's so easy, right?
Oh, it's so
It's
easy.
super easy. Yeah.
So I did talk to you guys. You guys do the first hour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. A week
You
from
guys do the
Thursday,
first
you'll be
hour.
there.
Yeah. I gotta tell you, I hate you all.
Mm.
Don't
not
let
you,
him get
not
to you,
you,
Michael.
Joe. Not you, Joe.
No, don't let him get to you.
Nope, no. Yeah, now I feel like you.
They're not going to let Spanish go
No.
because they do. They ask you if you had any
Yeah.
diseases or anything beforehand.
He is
in the
diseased.
last 90 days or something.
Yeah.
This is going on the 3rd week. Yeah, it's not like he's going to clear up in 10 days
Yeah.
perfectly. You know what I mean?
Mm.
It's just not happening.
So Tom really wanted to go,
Oh.
and I thought,
Tom or Carmen? Tom or Carmen?
no. God damn, everything's no. Carmen, you would take Spanish's spot. That would think. But Tom really wants to go, and the room is big enough. So I was going to see today if I can get Tom to go.
Does Tom know he has to sleep in the bed with you?
No. So I said to my son, I said, Tom may come, and my son's like, okay, cool, whatever. And then now with Spanish not being there, Tom has to go because like when I need something, who's going to get it?
Yeah.
Joe, you're out.
No,
Yeah,
I
I'll
can't.
get it.
Joe's unreliable as the
No,
getter.
he's out.
Well, I
I'm
mean-
saying he's out. Tom's in.
Oh, all right.
Oh, yeah,
Out?
that might,
Wait,
that-
out,
that's true.
out?
Spanish out, you're out.
Yeah. You're a
Wait a
package
second.
deal.
So it's me, my son, Carmen, and Tom. I like this. No, I'm kidding.
And
Joe.
Tom has to drive you down to Miami.
Right.
That's why he's
Oh
in.
yeah.
Yeah.
Tom's definitely beneficial.
What
to
are you
this.
doing, Joe?
Uh-huh.
What do you bring
I'm
to
showing
the table?
up with a weed hat,
Yeah, puke
and
hat.
and I'll be drinking. So
Puke
there you go.
hat and cheap leaps.
Yep.
Yeah.
Joe, let's talk hypothetical for a second.
Okay.
When you've gone on Calta cruises in the past,
Mm.
how is it that the weed gets on board?
I don't bring the weed on board. Last year I got stopped, but I didn't have anything.
They
I
just
didn't have
smelled you?
anything on me. Yeah,
You look very
They
suspect.
just saw
I
it
think it
from
was
your-
because I looked suspect, but
Yeah.
but I think it's because on the way there, someone may have eaten a bunch of pot brownies on the drive there because they got word that there were drug sniffing dogs everywhere.
Oh, so they
So
got all
somebody
paranoid.
ate all their pot brownies, didn't say anything to anybody else.
So I wouldn't trust bringing pot brownies. I mean, dogs are going to smell
Yeah, I mean,
chocolate
that's-
right out of the
yeah,
gate.
That's ridiculous. I wouldn't. You're
You're actually asking this guy for advice how to get
No,
on the
I
boat.
don't. I don't
Oh.
want any. I was just curious to see how maybe somebody related to me might have to deal with that situation.
Hmm.
Because I know you you always have something on the ship.
I do.
Like I have a feeling this boat's gonna have plenty of weed on it.
That's what I think
Yeah.
too.
Yeah. All right.
Hmm.
I
There you go, Tom. You're in.
All right.
Oh, yeah, Tom, if you could smuggle weed onto the ship,
Yep.
that's all you have to do, and you're in.
Yeah,
You're in.
one job.
He's got to take the hit. Like they take him out.
Tom is such a character. He just, I'll know when I call him, he never says hello. He always goes, "Go ahead, Mike." Like I'm calling him on a CB from downstairs, and he's waiting for my direction. Go
It's
ahead,
like
Mike.
the bat phone when you call Alfred.
Yeah, and then I go, "Hey, Tom, can you do this? Whatever. And he goes, 10-4, gotcha. Just go. All right. Okay. Like, I feel so military when I talk to Tom. I feel like a general giving orders.
Is he still texting you at like 4:30 in the morning and
No, he's
2 o'clock in the morning?
He's definitely been good at that. It's almost like he knows when my alarm goes off. He'll hit right after the alarm goes off. 10-4. Okay, good deal. And then I forgot to pay him for something the other day, and he sent me I said, please, you got to tell me because I'll get confused. He sent me a message. He goes, I think you forgot to pay me for this. I go, no, I chose not to pay you for this one. He goes, okay. I go, no, that's not how it works. Not how it works.
Joe, has he sent you anything saying you haven't paid?
No, he has not.
Joe chose not to pay him too.
I also did. I chose
Maybe
not
that's
to.
all you have to do. Tom just never asked him to never send him a thing.
Yeah.
All he's got to do is remind me. I'm pretty good at that. Oh, man. All right, so Joe,
Yeah.
you're in.
Okay.
I'm in, unless you come down with whatever skeevy disease Spanish has.
I mean, yeah, if he's contagious, I'm probably.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know how old I'll be. If I was in this situation and I was really bad, I think the first thing I would do is go to my father. Like, I feel like I need to be in someone else's hands. You know what I'm saying? Right. Like, obviously, me being married and all that, my wife would be the first choice. But I'm saying if I had no wife, my first thing to go to would be my parents. How come, like, I feel like his parents don't even care?
Oh, I don't think that's the case at all. I think
They didn't come up here?
No, well.
They didn't demand he go down there to a specialist or anything like that?
Yeah, I mean,
they're like, we got another kid.
I mean, I don't know what he said to his parents.
This
I know
is going on a month now.
Yeah.
He's been sick for a month. He hasn't been at work going on the third week.
Yeah.
Now, I did assure him, obviously, that he's in no danger here. I mean, the guy's sick. You got to take care of yourself. But
It seems the more you say it, the more it's
Yeah.
not true.
I'm just saying, whatever control I have
Yeah.
is okay. I mean, I can't tell you the company that only gives you 25 hours is not going to look at this and go, maybe we just knock him down to part-time for now. I don't know that. I don't know what they do. I don't know.
Well, it's not comfortable at Spore Island.
Spore Island.
The tensions are high over there?
Tensions are high over there, bro.
Really?
Yeah.
If I were you, I'd walk around
Yeah.
with 2 cans of Lysol at all times, just spraying around as I walk through the hallway.
Yeah.
You should be like Walter White in a hazmat suit.
Yeah.
It's like living with Brundlefly. Check this out. No thanks. No.
I
Okay.
thought that he was coming in today, and I had a bee suit ready to go. I was going to make him wear a beekeeper suit if he came in here.
I thought he was coming in today, and then when I pulled up, I'm like, oh, they must be late
No.
because there was no car.
I talked to him yesterday via text, and I go, how's it going? Assuming that it was getting better because I thought he had gone and got tested, and,
Yeah.
they identified the problem. And I go, is it any better? And he goes, no. And I was just like, really? And he goes, no, it's terrible. I'm still in pain and all that. And I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, how are they not figuring this out? It's got to be some sort of weird, I mean, of
Mystery
all
disease.
of all the things they can run through and run tests for are common things.
They've been
that
testing him for everything.
see,
Meningitis.
Right. Yeah, isn't that crazy?
All kinds of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Spanish?
Spanish does that a lot. Makes out with guys at bars.
Yeah.
Oh.
Carmen, quick question. The person who told you this, were they holding a flashlight under their face? Were you near a campfire?
Were they wearing a black suit and talking in a weird cadence?
No. So do you see? You don't see Spanish at all, Joe?
I mean, when he comes out every now and then, but he'll come out, he looks in the fridge, gets what he has to get, or picks up his food from Uber Eats and goes right back into his
Creature.
room.
What about Karishma? Is she there still taking care of him?
No, I don't. I haven't seen her in a while. For a while.
Oh.
What?
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
it's
Yeah,
true.
that is true.
And plus, her dad has had some health issues. So
What if
man.
Spanish got his dad sick?
Yeah, poor Karishma has that and her dad and everything. She's like, Jesus, everyone around me.
Yeah.
By the way, if I was Spanish, I would not be cooped up in a room that probably is just recycling
with
right the bacteria. I'd be outside in the sun of my BH trying
Yeah.
to, you know what I mean?
Or get out to like a park or something and
Do
walk around.
It's time to put him down.
No, yeah, no, I get it. I get
Calvin,
it.
see if you can take him and get him adopted at the SPCA.
Probably not.
Put him in.
He's
Put
got
him in
mange.
can-
You can't.
Sometimes people are sympathetic to wounded animals.
Yeah, he's not ready to go.
Oh, Joe, you got your work ahead of you, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's uncomfortable at the island.
Are you itchy at all?
No.
Because I've been really itchy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to buy a second back scratcher from Amazon.
How are you getting here every day?
Uber.
Oh man.
Yeah. Tell me about it. 25-hour cat, baby.
Oh. No, he's
No,
in 25 hours.
No, hours.
Like dizzy.
It's 3 weeks of Uber rides.
Yeah. About $40.
Oh, twice?
Yeah,
$80 a day.
that's right. Nope. Nope. Why
You-
would I do that? Well, I don't have any insurance. I'm going to drive a car that I don't have any insurance on.
Yeah.
I don't have the money to get the insurance.
Well, $80 a day. Yeah, like add it up.
Yeah. Okay. So I have to do that one time a year for a couple weeks. Who cares? What's the big deal? Cost of doing business.
Oh.
Right.
I don't know. I mean, maybe having a car is just good for the future. I don't know. I don't know how it works out.
Maybe.
Do you think in your future you'll have to have a car?
What if Spanish moves away?
Yeah. I'll figure it out. I'm not worried
So
about
you
it.
spent $800 on Ubers?
Can't the
I don't know.
Can't the Hoff drive you?
No, please.
$80 a day times 10.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
Yeah. I'm just,
Enjoy it. What? No, it wouldn't. No, it would not.
What about
Carmen.
Sugarface? She
It
can't
would
drive
not.
you?
It would not be cheaper. I would have to have insurance. I would have to have. I'm not doing it.
Joe.
I'm not doing
Joe
it.
said, "I'm not doing it."
I'm not doing
He
it.
didn't say,
No.
"Well, I'll look at." He said, "I'm not doing it."
Yeah,
He-
And I don't.
Yeah.
Maybe for you.
But wait, what about the convenience of just having a car?
I don't want the responsibility, Michael.
There's,
You know.
there's got to be more to the
No, I don't
story
know.
as to
Yeah,
why
I know,
Joe
yeah.
can't drive.
I have a feeling if Joe goes to get his driver's license, he's got warrants or
Yeah,
something.
I don't.
There's something else to the
I don't.
story.
Can't you go to that veterans outreach thing that Dom does and have him clear up all your stuff?
We found DB Cooper.
yeah. Where's your treasure? You hide it in the pergola? Something fishy's going on.
There's nothing fishy going
Witness
on.
protection.
I feel like there was a hit and run one day, and they're going to be like, "We finally found the car and the hit and run."
Yeah, we knew he'd show up.
Definitely.
There's going to be a thing across the teletype that says Joseph DeSanto wanted, whatever this, that, and it says, see Chief Wiggum. And he goes, all right, and they go, Joseph DeSanto, and he goes, I haven't heard that name in 30 years.
Joe's like the last stage car accident there
Oh
was.
man!
Oh,
And now, he's dying.
He
oh.
robbed
Become
every bank
contagious.
in the Yukon.
When was the last time you drove and you had a license and insurance and like adult things?
About 5 years ago.
No.
Yeah.
5
Yeah.
years ago.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
No.
No.
You can shrug your shoulders and say, yeah, all you want, but no.
I
have
remember
not seen you drive a car, ever.
he used to drive the BMW to work.
Yeah.
I remember that, but
When?
in the very beginning.
Very
Yeah.
beginning.
Yeah. 10 years ago.
2000 No, you're probably right. It's probably 2019.
Mhm.
2019.
That's 4 years ago.
Joe,
No.
that's like 2000.
Oh. Yeah, that's true. But I know, but I had a car up until that
Wait,
point.
you haven't driven since we did afternoons, and that's been like 12 years.
That's probably true.
Yeah, I know. I know.
All
All
right.
right.
This is true. Not everything can be true, Joe.
Yeah,
All right.
I'd say about 4 years.
All right. Yeah, I'm not keeping track, man. I don't care.
Man, you crack easy under pressure.
Oh man.
All right. Well, listen. Yeah. If anybody's got a helicopter, this would be probably the best bet. Joe just shimmy down. Nothing's better than watching that scene in the beginning of Wolf of Wall Street where he's trying to fly the helicopter all messed up on drugs.
Oh, it's the best.
And the pilot screaming, and then after landing, goes, "All right, you did a good job." Joe.
Yeah.
So there are mysteries to me.
What are your mistakes, Michael?
No matter how many times I've been told, I can't quite understand what my brother-in-law Craig does for a living. Makes a great living. I don't know what he does. It's like legal. It's like business stuff, but I just can't wrap my head around it.
Okay.
I didn't really learn what my brother did for a living until like 5 years ago.
It's like Tony Soprano works for the garbage company.
No,
that's a front.
yeah,
Oh, that's different.
yeah. When you say waste
That's a little
management, I get it.
Oh, sorry.
So no, Craig does like some sort of business training, and I don't really understand it, but
He's
does
more
well.
like Chandler Bing.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there's that mystery, and then when people ask me, well, what about Joe and driving, and I go, I gave up. I don't
mystery.
understand why. I don't know what it's. Does he have a license? I don't know. Does he
I
have
don't
a
want the
car? I think
expense,
he
Michael.
does.
Yes, I have
yeah.
2 cars and 2 motorcycles.
Yeah.
Yeah. What mystery? There is no mystery.
Why don't you take the motorcycle? I love when Joe used to drive
Because those don't. None of them have registration.
Oh.
I let all the registration go because I'm not driving. Yes, I do, Carmen, but I'm not going to drive a motorcycle from St. Pete to here in the morning
because
I'll kill myself.
Yeah,
Yes,
it's dangerous.
yeah.
It's dangerous for sure. Not.
Okay.
Yeah.
What if I buy you one of those slingshot cars with the 3 wheels? 2 in the back,
Okay.
one
What
in
if
the
you
front.
just buy a big slingshot?
Yeah, that would be even better.
He just gets in it. Pull.
Michael ended up in Land O'Lakes. I'll be there in a few
I
minutes.
overshot.
He just landed in the pool or out in the pond.
Joe, the mystery of you is just let it grow.
All right.
Let it grow. We don't need to know everything.
Nobody has to know.
It's great that he doesn't think that's weird at all.
I don't care.
Also, can't tell the difference between 3 years and 12 years.
I don't care.
No idea.
There's no wonder of time, no nothing.
No.
How long have we been on air? I don't know, like
I don't
15
know.
hours? No.
Time to wrap it up.
About a
8
half hour.
seconds? I don't know. No idea.
Are we on Bone TV?
Yes.
That's what counts. That's
Okay.
all you need to do.
All right.
Carmen, I don't know what's going on, but people have been hitting me up all weekend saying the app sucks. I was like, I already knew that. I don't know what to tell you. Yeah. I know. And I know, don't get me wrong, when you people tell me, I do pass it along. And I tell, and then they yell back at me in the email. That's because of ask them what kind of phone they have, and tell them, no, I don't. I'm not engaging every complaint that I have. I'm just telling you, if it was something we can do, we would have done it. So. And restart it. Yeah, yeah. That's the key to everything.
Blow on it. Yeah.
I remember when we first got the app, I downloaded it and I tried to use it. One day I turned it on, it was in Japanese. And I screenshot it and I sent it to them. And they're like, oh, what'd you do? I go, I didn't do anything. I just opened the app. Well, you must have did something.
Yeah.
Okay. I just shut it off and never use it.
I don't know who's responsible for the app, but I've never heard anybody say, man, this thing's great.
Yeah. I've never heard anybody say this worked 2 days in a row.
Yeah.
I asked why you couldn't watch it horizontally, Bone TV.
Right.
You could only watch it the way. And I got I was about 28 minutes into the dissertation, and I go, I don't know, just can you watch it sideways? Just
Yeah.
make it so you can watch it sideways.
I tell people
That wasn't from you, Joe.
Yeah, I tell people that's Joe's fault.
Yeah.
That's
Blame
okay.
everything on Joe. So, yeah, the app stinks. I don't know what to tell you. I would imagine that eventually that'll probably get fixed when we're not working there anymore. I do know that Bone TV is up, and I do know also that if you go to YouTube, search the Mike Calta Show, you can see all 24 hours after they air, all these shows are up there. So you won't see Friday's show until today because it's a Friday. But today's show will be up tomorrow. Tomorrow's show will be up the next day. That's just how it works. And there's a whole archive of videos up there that you can go watch, including the Bam Margera video, which is taken off over the weekend. So if you want to check that out. We got to take a break. Ian Beckles is going to be here later on when we go over our football picks. And Ian is in a movie. And I just saw a clip of it. I'm going to send it to you, Joe. When he gets here, you can show it on Bone TV. What do you think he's wearing?
Shorts and a dignitary shirt.
Boom. Nailed it. Nailed it. Hilarious. We'll take a break. We come back. We'll do a little Sporcle. We got a whole new slew of things to give away today, and then we'll get moving. It's the Mike Calta Show. This is 102.5 The Bone. $6:50 on the Mike Calta Show. It's 102.5 The Bone. 727-579-1025 or 800-771-1025 with the phone numbers. We got a lot of new stuff to give away this week, Carmen. What do we have? I know we have TSO tickets. I know we have a whole bunch of things that are coming up. Thursday,
Nice.
Tampa Bay Lightning are taking on someone. Yes.
Very nice.
Mm-hmm. I don't think Next Big Thing is getting enough credit. Next Big Thing is Black Keys. And the Black Keys have played here, and every time they do that, they played at Janus one time and sold out. They played the Amphitheater, it sold out. So Black Keys are coming for Next Big Thing. What else? Mm-hmm.
Monster Jam.
Later on. Not just Billy Joel. Billy
Yeah.
Joel and Sting. Very
Yeah.
good, Carmen.
In sync?
Carmen,
I
no.
love them.
Wouldn't it be great if Billy Joel and NSYNC?
Oh, I'd be in.
Carmen, what would it take to get you to go to that concert? You would, but you'd be miserable the whole time? Or would you be like, I know this one, I know this one?
Yeah, you'd
Yeah.
hear a bunch of stuff that you hear sampled in rap songs. For $10,000, Carmen, could you, in a million years, tell me what Sting's real name is? Without Googling
I'll throw
it.
in 10,000.
Without Googling it. All right.
Oh, he nailed it.
Oh, my God.
Oh, pay up! Do you need your Venmo or Cash App? What do you get your money in, Carmen?
There
There you go. Wow.
You did get the syllables right. There's 4. Arthur. Yeah, you got that right. But no,
You're not even
that's
close. Yeah.
No.
Do you know Billy Joel's real name? Seasoning. Seasoning.
I like it.
Yeah, nailed that too. All right, good
It's
thing.
actually Joel Billy.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Oh.
Oh.
What?
All right.
That
well,
hasn't happened yet?
Yeah.
Good Lord. That's been so long Joe used to drive when they were here last time.
I feel like we've been giving
Mike's
this
not
away.
on.
10 years, sorry.
All right, let's give it away with a little Sporcle. Here we go. Carmen is the keeper of Sporcle. Pap is your judge and scorekeeper. I don't know where we are streak-wise or any of that other stuff.
You won.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
you won on Friday.
That's
I had
3
a
in a
2
row?
streak, but no,
Oh.
just one.
That's
All right. Carmen, what are we playing today? All right. Yep. Spanish was here. He'd be telling us we should be buying both.
Long John Silver.
Oh, yeah.
Delicious hush
Silver.
puppies.
Golden Gloves.
The Chronicles of Narnia and the Golden Lion.
The silver hawkfish.
The Golden Armoire. No.
Oh, I
Oh.
love that band.
Nobody was
Silver
close. Oh, yeah. Silver
Golden
Fox.
Eagle.
The Gold Star.
Mm.
Goldfinger.
Goldfinger. Yeah.
Oh, I would have said me.
It was Michael.
All right.
Thank you. Confirmed. Silver spoons.
I got to think silver, too. Damn.
Yeah. Golden Glove.
Silver Glove.
Golden glove.
Golden Ball. Oh.
yeah.
I've been to that award show 3 years in a row, and I never heard Silver Slugger before. I'm not doubting you. Yeah.
Golden State.
Silver State.
Shut up.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Son of a bitch. Oh, man.
Send Summoner's Tale.
Gold coins.
Stay gold.
Golden Knights.
Ah,
This
Jesus.
is big hit.
Yeah,
Silver
we're
State.
idiots. Golden boot.
Oh my God.
That's
Yeah.
stupid. They don't wear boots.
Yeah, they do. That's what they call them.
Spanish has 0 points. Gio and Michael are both tied with 2, and Galvin is your leader by 2. He's got 4.
Oof. Oof. Okay, here we go.
Gold player.
Silver Fox.
Quicksilver. Microsoft stinks.
Silver tongue.
You're a silver-tongued devil.
Hmm? Gold.
Fool's Gold.
Oh, yeah. That's right. Silver bullet.
Mm. Silver Bells.
On Golden Pond.
What?
On Golden Pond.
You old poop.
Balloons, Norman.
When that came out, Joe used to drive.
That's right.
Silver Screen.
All right. James Bond, Goldeneye.
The man with the
007.
golden gun. Yeah, I'm out.
007 GoldenEye. Nah.
Oh,
Damn it.
flip, flip.
I love that game. Silver Lights.
Silver Sky. Damn it.
Golden Sky. Yep. That,
Yeah.
yeah. Why is your name? Why does your book have 2 names?
Yeah.
Mm-mm. Silver Surfer.
Oh, man.
Once again, Spanish with 0. Gio has 2 points. Michael has 6. And Galvin is your leader. Only by 1. He has 7.
Tight, tight, tight.
Golden
Golden
Child.
Child. Ah. Golden Harvest. Oh, no.
Oh, this is Heart of Gold.
The Golden Boys.
Oh.
What is the score now, Joe?
Both of them.
Gio has 3. Michael has 6. Galvin has 7.
Tight.
All right.
Silver Dollar.
Oh! Gio surprised himself.
Oh, I wish I would have got Silver State. I really wanted to say that.
You would have had both.
I
Golden
know.
State, Silver State.
Wow. All right.
All right. What happened? Did I win?
Well, your final score, Spanner was 0, Gio had 4, Michael had 6, and Galvin is your triumphant champion. He won with 7.
Ah. I hope Galvin win.
Yeah, you did.
All right.
You weren't even the silver winner of this game.
I know. I felt like I won for a second.
All right. Galvin, pick a line.
I will go with line 5.
Line 5, you'll have your choice of tickets, including those cool 1975 tickets. What do we have coming up in news, Galvin?
Coming up in news today, Jokes with Cops, Stabby Sally, and Cream Suckle.
Ooh, yeah.
Burn.
We'll get to that. We'll talk about football, and then the 8 o'clock hour, we'll go over our football picks. Ian Beckles will be here with a clip from his new movie, and I believe his director is coming in. We'll find out about that. Also, we got to talk about Bert. Bert was on Jimmy Kimmel and mentioned us, kind of. We'll get to all that stuff. News is next on 102.5 The Bone. $7-11 on the Mike Calta Show. It's 102.5 The Bone. One thing I've learned is the Vibe plays a lot of Michael Jackson, man. And they find Michael Jackson songs even I've never heard of before.
Oh, really?
I'm vibing on the weekends.
Nice.
Yep. There's some good stuff. Carmen, that picture you took of yourself yesterday, you look really pretty. Oh, that'll do it.
Yeah.
Right, because we got a lot of events coming up. You knew it. You saw a good shot. You took it.
Carmen, did you wind up doing the one that I told you before? I just texted to you. I don't know what her name is, but that character. Yeah, that'd be a good one. I think that would be good.
What is it?
Well, I don't want to give it away
Oh,
if she's
okay.
going to do it, but I'll tell you guys whenever, you know.
It's
Yeah, a lot of Barbie and Kens.
is Chad going to be Taylor Swift and you can be Travis Kelce?
Yeah, that's very comfortable. I'm gonna get one piece footy pajamas and I'm gonna open the butt flap. Just walk around with my butt hanging out the whole time. No, I don't. You know, we come back from the cruise on Halloween, I believe. I think we get back that morning.
It's on Tuesday, I believe.
I just sent you guys what
Okay.
the idea for Carmen. Everybody concur,
Wolverine. Oh, I'm not mad at that.
right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
I hate Halloween. So, and when we're not that weekend, I'll be gone. That's when you usually dress up. So I don't care about that.
You dressing up the weekend before or the weekend before?
I mean,
right?
the weekend, it's
Before would
Tuesday,
be
so
the
the weekend right
parties.
before.
Yeah.
And the weekend after is too late.
Mm.
I don't know. I'm going to bring something just in case. Yeah. Because the cruise doesn't like you to wear costumes. We did that
Right.
one time. And then they told us no more. Yeah, they said they don't like, I guess, like, for security reasons, they don't want anybody running around in a monkey suit bothering people while they're trying to eat. Not like that has ever happened before. Sorry. Yeah, so we used to do a Halloween party, a Halloween pub crawl. That was pretty fun. And then Pipple Toddler would play, and I tried to play in my Alf costume.
Oh, yeah.
Almost died of heat exhaustion.
See, I think ahead. I was Magnum PI, so I
Yeah.
had the Hawaiian
Yeah.
shirt and the short shorts. I was like, I'm comfortable. I'm airing it out over here.
Speaking of Magnum PI, I got to tell you this. My daughter has this app on her iPad that you can figure out how it works. It tells you think of a character, they say, and they'll say, is this character alive? Are they dead? Are they with this
Oh,
one?
yeah. There used to be a game.
Yeah.
There used to be
It was like a little digital thing. You
Right,
hit
yeah,
yes
yeah.
or no, yeah.
Yeah.
this thing is unbelievable. It was like 7 in a row. So first I did Bert. Bert comes right up. Then I did Bobby. Bobby came up. Then I did Ralphie May. Ralphie came up. And I'm like, oh, these are all, plus now it's got a history of me doing comedians.
Yeah.
So I went Louis Prima, the
Okay.
old musician.
All right.
Nailed it.
Yeah.
Nailed it like halfway through. Does he play a horn? Is he Italian?
Well,
Does
probably pulls from the internet. but-
Yeah. I mean, but I know how it's working.
Yeah.
But it's so accurate. It's amazing. Then I tried to go really deep, and I went John Wilkes Booth, and then by like the fourth question is like, does this person kill other humans? Does it like guns? I'm like, how? We're 4 questions into it.
How many is it 20 questions?
I think so. I mean, it doesn't say 20 questions, but I assume that's about right. It has never been wrong. The only time it doesn't get it right is when you're trying to guess a celebrity that's lesser known, like a chubby radio host. Other than that, it gets all real celebrities right out of the gate. It did not get Warren Sapp. But I think I might have answered a question wrong. But for the rest of it, it was I would say 99.9% accurate on all of them. I got to bring it in here and try it. I'm amazed by it.
You're trying to stump it.
Well, that's the thing. Like, I'm not trying to lie and stuff, but I'm trying to think of the most obscure person I could think of, and it nails it every time.
Yeah.
I hit Diana Ross, nailed it, and Diana Ross in between, other people, so it didn't have to see a pattern like it did with the comedians. It's pretty amazing. It's actually probably not really amazing at all. It's probably just all data that it reaches into, but still, it blew my mind.
You know what you should do is just get the list of like the first 2 seasons of The Masked Singer. They wouldn't know any.
No, that's true. Or who won The Voice? The first
Remember
couple
when
years.
it was that kidnapped lady or whatever? And they were like, "Is it
Oh, yeah.
so and so?"
Yeah.
And it's like, "Get out of
Yeah.
here!"
Oh my God, I can't believe it's whatever her name was. Yeah.
You'd be surprised how like one answer can eliminate an entire
Oh yeah.
Group of people.
But
that
still,
narrow
think
it
of how many
down.
people are still out there that it's a possibility. It's them.
Yeah.
Well, whenever I had a musician, they were like, "Are they alive? Are they over 50? Are they black?" Right away, you're narrowed down your group,
Yeah.
And then you're like, are they known for this? Are they known for
Then it
that?
gets
I've been in
really
movies.
more
It get
specific.
really narrow, but it's just every time it was so right on. We had somebody in here we interviewed somebody where I asked them, what happens when you go on a reality show? Oh, was it Chris Kattan? When I said, what happens when you go on a reality show and you walk in and there's like YouTubers there and you don't know who they are?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And he was like, yeah, that happened on this last show I was on.
Oh no, we talked to Lance Armstrong.
Oh,
he was
that's
on
what it was.
the Life on
Lance
Mars
Armstrong.
show.
Yeah. You walk in, you have no idea who these people are, but yet every time they take their mask off on The Masked Singer, you're like, oh my God.
Yeah.
It's YouTube famous girl Tara Miller, and she had 8 million followers because she roasted popcorn on the oven. And you're like, oh my God.
Speaking of YouTube people, the Logan Paul fight happened over the weekend. And
So you
Tommy
gave
Fury.
me the heads up on it. It was happening in the afternoon,
Yeah.
and I totally wasn't thinking. And right when you gave me the heads up, I put it on right
Yeah,
away.
because they were over in Manchester, England. So it was on the afternoon over here. But one of the guys who fought on the card is from Tampa. He's a YouTube guy, and I'm Dean the Great, maybe? I don't know. I forget what his name is. Yeah, I had never heard of him before. Not saying that that's
Right.
obviously, I'm sure plenty of people know who he is, but he actually did a pretty good job boxing. I was surprised
So
at how
what
well
did he box another YouTuber?
I believe it was some other.
So the main events of boxing were Logan Paul versus Dylan Dennis, which has been a huge crap talking going back and forth. I mean, he's been pretty raw. Dylan Dennis went after Logan Paul's family, his girlfriend.
I saw like the weigh-in or whatever. He hit him in the face with a microphone and
Yeah.
cut his
Made him
face.
bleed, yeah.
Yeah.
And then
Logan Paul threw something to him
Yeah.
first, but yeah.
and then the main event fight was Tommy Fury taking on KSI, and I don't understand. Tommy Fury to me is not a real boxer. A real boxer. Well, I shouldn't say that because Floyd Mayweather should have killed Logan Paul and he didn't. I feel like a real boxer who's getting in the ring with somebody who's not a real boxer should destroy them, and he didn't.
Yeah, so the problem with that is KSI is the way he was fighting was very weird, whatever. But Tommy Fury, being a professional boxer, should figure that out.
Yeah.
He should have created distance, and he should have used his jab more and done that stuff, whatever. KSI, it was just awkward. You know how, like, if you play basketball with somebody and they're just, all like that, you just can't get a rhythm, and you're like, all right, this is throwing me off. But Tommy Fury is not experienced enough, I don't believe. Like, he's a professional boxer.
Yeah.
He's not great. He's
No.
not great, But yeah, he should have done much better. That was a terrible fight.
It was a terrible
They
fight.
kept on clinching every 3 seconds.
It was a decision. He punched him in the back of the head a couple of times.
Yeah.
It was just a weird fight. But Logan Paul is in great shape.
Yeah.
And he's a great wrestler, and he has the athletic ability to be in there and look like a boxer. He boxes okay. He moves good. He punches. He has no strength behind his punches whatsoever. He can land punches, and they were laughing at him. He was laughing at his punches. He punched a guy in the body, he laughed at him. He punched him in the face, he laughed at him. He had no strength behind his punches whatsoever.
Well, a couple things. One, he stands a little flat-footed whenever he punches, so you're not getting a lot of power out of it and stuff. But also, whenever that happens a lot, whenever people get hurt, they'll smile or laugh to try and play it off.
Yeah,
you
but
know?
he was a lot of laughing. He did not. I mean, I was seeing he would punch him and there'd be no effect. The guy wouldn't even move. He just would take the punches. A lot of times he was like, just let it land. It was really bad. And I can't believe I watched the whole thing. I can't believe that all those people were there. I mean, there were 18,000 people in Manchester.
All I saw was the ending where everybody rushes into the ring.
So there was a couple of times where Dylan Dennis went MMA on him. Tried to shoot on him one time. Tried to get him in a guillotine, and then security jumped in the ring, and then the other guy security jumped in the ring, and now there's 100 people in the ring. It was dumb.
I thought, I'm like, this part has to be scripted.
I mean, the whole thing seems like it was scripted. It was just garbage on top of garbage. I watch it. No, I didn't pay for it. A friend of mine paid for it. So it was garbage.
I put out my prediction before the fight. I say this goes the distance. Logan Paul wins unless Dennis gets DQ for a takedown, which I knew he was going to try and do, which he did a couple times. I said Tommy Fury is going to absolutely destroy KSI. I thought he was just going to go in and knock his head off in like a one round, but it was terrible. Yeah, that was a terrible fight. But
he
this
is handsome.
Dean the Great kid actually did a really good job, and he's from Tampa. He's from here in Tampa. Yeah.
What does he do on his YouTube?
I have no idea about this guy. I don't know anything about him. But apparently he's 4-0 in his boxing career. He's a little guy, 5'6".
Dean the Great.
Yeah.
362,000 followers on Instagram.
Yeah.
My God. I mean, it looks like he's a boxer. It looks like he's a boxer. Like, that's what he does. So, not so much a YouTuber as he is a real boxer.
Oh, okay. Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, well, that's why he did good. Yeah, I guess he's a boxer, and he's signed to that boxing channel.
Misfits,
no,
whatever. PFL.
The Zone.
Oh, DAZN, yeah.
Yeah. Well, good for him. There you go. That's why we've never heard him.
Well, that's why he did. That's why he did well at boxing. He's a boxer.
He's a pretty good. Do we know who he fought?
No.
Did he fight another boxer?
Let me see who it was.
Yeah, I don't know who he is. Maybe he was in Creed.
Dean the Great.
Evidently, he's great.
That's what they told me.
So that is that's the deal. Carmen, if you were here, I think I'd be even fatter. Because right now I'm starving. And most of the time I go, we should get breakfast, and these guys don't say anything, and I'm like, all right, let's go
I would
outside
love
and
to get
get some.
breakfast.
Yeah, but you'd always be like, oh yeah. You know how hard it is to make pancakes for 4 little girls for a half hour and not be able to eat any
I don't like
pancakes.
that you call me a little girl.
Sorry, Joe. Just to make it and not be able to eat it, I was like, All right. Yeah, especially when it smells good and it looks good and you want to just take it and make a sandwich out of bacon with it. Yeah, I know the feeling.
Oh, so he fought another boxer. So the other guy was a boxer as well. I don't know whether it's Valid or Walid. Shark's Machine is the guy that he fought. And, he beat him. So there was just boxers.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Good.
I just assumed everybody on there was something else.
I care less about him now than I did before.
Yeah. Oh, we should get Dean to fight Spanish whenever he's healthy.
We should get Dean to go in the carnival combat with Luis
yeah,
Gomez.
just wail
Be
on
like, we
everyone.
have a kid from Tampa.
Yeah.
He thinks he's got some skills. Just go in there and just crush everybody. All right. Let's check in with Galvin. He's got today's news. You didn't tell us about this, Carmen. You didn't tell us that you were trying all those outfits on and making a video about it. Well, you told me you were trying them on. You didn't tell me that you made a video of you in about 9,000 sexy outfits with your boobs hanging out, including a kitty cat they just showed with your whole butt hanging out. Oh, my God. Yes.
The video flipping around, Joe. You know how to do that.
No. No.
What is your Instagram? Oh, you're in a little Toy Story outfit? The Toy Story one? Let me look real quick and I'll tell you. Because I don't normally find you attractive.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah. I think that's my favorite, too. How much would it take to get you to wear that maid outfit in here and clean the studio during the show? I like the one where your butt's hanging out. Yeah, you don't have cellulite on your butt, huh? Oh. How do I stop it? Oh, there's a pause. All right. Yeah. I know you look a little. No, I'm just kidding. You look great. I follow this super hot girl, and she does one of those pause things where she's just standing there, and then it flashes for a second to like
Right.
a nude picture or whatever. And my creep skills are at a 10, man. I'm so good at that. Yep. I'm gonna stop your butt here in a second.
Have you run into the problem of how many times am I going to try and do this where I haven't stopped it on the right thing?
Yeah.
It's usually around 4 or 5 where I'm like, all right, it's just a butt, just let it go.
No, I can't. I have to get it right. There it is. Oh, I got you, Carmen. Oh yeah. It looks good. Carmen, I don't know. I don't know if you're using a smooth out filter, but there's no dents in your butt. Yeah, like your butt does not look like a golf ball. Yeah. I don't know what you're saying, but I don't want any pants. Oh, and then I see Brittany commented that she loves these. You guys should do a collab. I'm in too. If you go as Mario and Chad goes as Luigi, make sure his butt's in. All right, I don't need to see that. I'll take your word for it.
She sent you or sent all of us the screen grab of the
Of the butt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Looks good, Carmen.
By the way, that's the name of my autobiography. Just a butt. Just a butt. Yeah. You're doing good. You know, we'd be the first ones to crap on you if you didn't. Yeah. Running, huh? All right. What do you go, like 2 blocks? 2 miles. Can't even imagine that. Gio, if you and I ran, not for speed, but for distance, who could run the furthest?
Oh, I would destroy you.
Oh! Challenge accepted.
I would destroy you.
Challenge accepted.
Distance and speed, I would destroy you.
Speed. I have no
Wow.
speed. I will tell you that. I was not
You
blessed
think
with
you could run
any-
farther than me?
I have the will.
How far do you think you could run consistently without stopping to walk? And it doesn't even have to be a fast, just jogging. How far do you think you could go?
Without stopping?
Yes.
Quarter mile.
That's not very far.
Probably, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, around the track.
One around the track, yeah.
Okay.
Probably.
To the stop sign. What's that, about 1.5 miles?
Remember we had talked about that before,
Yeah.
whether you could run around the cul-de-sac, and I went around and walked it. I was like,
I
how
can run
far
around the
is it?
cul-de-sac for
Yeah.
sure. I've done that before. But
have?
yeah. I'm a little bit of a runner myself.
All right.
Oh, I
Bit of a
run to the
day walker.
bathroom. No, seriously though, I do not have any speed whatsoever, but my will to win will
Oh.
make me beat you.
All right.
All right, how much do we want to put up?
$100.
100. Make it
But
1,000.
I could run farther than you.
Farther without
So
stopping.
here's the thing now. Are you running at the same time, or does one go and then the other one goes? Because I would like to see Gio go and then you go,
No.
because you'll know in your head how far you have to go.
No, same time.
You go same time?
Same time because I want to hear him
and-
struggling and know that while he's struggling, I can still do this.
Jogging, I know.
Interesting.
I guarantee you would stop before I would.
Nope. At a light pace, no way.
Oh,
We can
interesting.
choose the pace.
Interesting.
No, I don't care. You can choose the pace.
If we
You don't have
start
to do the same as me.
start jogging, I would run farther before you would.
I'm
stop.
talking about like if we took our headphones off and did this right now.
Yeah.
Not you don't get like 5 days to go out run. And,
No.
Yeah,
Let's go right now.
Oh, gee,
right.
taking his headphones off.
You
There's
go
no
first, and I'll meet you.
I guarantee I would go farther.
Listen, it's one thing I'm doing is not turning the show into exercise. Okay, buddy?
By the way, I have no idea. I have no idea which one of you guys will win.
Listen, man, I've taken a lot of those stress tests at the cardiologist on the treadmill.
Right.
I know what I got.
Oh, you can boogie? All right. I've chased a lot of people. So,
All right.
we'll see.
You know where to find me. Let's
All
go. I'm not. Whenever you're ready.
Okay. What do we have in news, Cal?
Over to news. Okay.
Yeah,
We're done with
let's save it for the future.
Well, guys, if you're looking to run, today's news is brought to you by Pelt Shoes. You can go in there and get some running shoes, get ready to go. I would suggest break them in a little bit before you just go out and run with them.
I'll get my shoes to beat Mike in.
They have the new loyalty program happening at Pelts. It's the Pelts Perks program. It's going on right now, and you get for every $1 you spend at Pelt Shoes, you're going to get points that you can redeem for cash off your next purchase. And listen to this: go into Pelt Shoes, whisper my name, Galvin. You're going to get $5 off your first purchase, and you're going to get 25 points automatically deposited into your Pelts Perks account. So stop in there, save some money, get some new shoes, challenge your friend to run around the cul-de-sac, see what happens. Pelt Shoes, get them at Pelts.
Got to have comfortable shoes.
Israel denies reports of Gaza ceasefire as many wait at the Rafah border. The ceasefire in Gaza will begin at 3 a.m. Israel time, they say, coinciding with Egypt's opening of the border gates in southern Gaza. That's according to Reuters. As hundreds queue up at the Rafah crossing between Egypt and the war-hit Gaza Strip, Israel has denied reports that it has agreed to a ceasefire to let Gaza residents escape into Egypt. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's office has denied reports of Tel Aviv agreeing to such any ceasefire plan. The U.S. and Egypt have agreed to a ceasefire plan under which Israel will pause its attacks and Egypt will open the border crossing to let Gaza's civilians escape. So they're saying that there's a ceasefire.
Nope.
They're saying there's not a ceasefire, so I don't know exactly what's going on.
I talked to the second most important Jew is Benjamin Netanyahu right now, and then Rich Voss.
Oh, okay.
And Rich Voss says, be ready for the fires of hell. It's coming back strong. I can't see how they don't. There's no ceasefire. You don't go in somewhere and rape women and cut babies' heads off and kidnap senior citizens and drag them through the street and expect to get away with it. The return, I think, is going to be something like we've never seen before.
The ceasefire is for the innocent people.
Yes,
is what they're trying to
giving
do.
them. They drop the pamphlets and they
It's
told
not a
them to get out.
ceasefire against Hamas.
No, but I'm just saying what's coming is going to be it's going to be something that we have not seen in our lifetime, and we will be involved in it. We've already got 2 warships over there. We have a vested interest in making sure Iran goes away. We are in this war, and people right now are, a lot of times we got wars going on, and we just sit back and we don't see it. We don't think about it until gas prices go up, then we complain about it. But there's going to be a lot of people that are going to die, a lot of human beings, no matter what side you're on. It's going to be awful. It really is. I think this is going to be, because we have a lot of weapons that we never used before, and people are itching to use them, especially with this fight going on. And I have to say, I kind of agree with it, because as much as I would like to wave my wand and snap my fingers, just make all the violence go away, you have to, if you're going to get hit as hard as you got hit, you got to strike back 3 times as hard to make it end. And it's coming. It's coming.
Latest report says that Iran says they're not getting involved. That's the latest report. It's what they say, so who knows what will happen.
Right. We know what's going on,
Yeah.
and we know who the allies are, and we know who the enemies are. And, now you're going to start seeing, you're going to see our involvement. You're going to see China perk up, and China's involvement, and Russia's involvement, and you just see the sides starting to split. It's not going to be good for anybody. It's not going to be good for anybody except for the people who profit from war. And those big companies. It's going to hit us even all the way over here. If not necessarily, military wise, it's going to hit us in our pockets for sure.
Representative Jim Jordan, Republican of Ohio, still faces an uphill climb to the House speakership, with at least 10 to 20 Republican members who oppose his nomination, based on background conversations over the weekend with 6 key House Republicans and more than a dozen sources familiar with the deliberations. At least 10 to 20, one of the House Republicans told CBS News on Sunday, while another added that Jordan's support has grown incrementally in recent days, but remains soft.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on over there. I don't know. All I know is that when your own people don't like you, that's not good.
Yeah.
And,
It's crazy they can't seem to figure this out.
no, but they all wanted the one guy, and the one guy was like, nah, I'm
Yeah.
not doing it.
But then
So,
there's closed door meetings, and this guy is talking about doesn't like this guy, and it's just it's bizarre.
I know. I know this is a bold statement to make about it, but what a bunch of babies. What a bunch of we can't put our adult heads together and figure things out babies. Oh, we're shutting down.
All these stupid politicians are just working everybody.
Well, I'll tell you where it's really going to be interesting now is to look at the candidates and see how they handle this situation in Israel, because this is going to be important. It's gone on for years. It'll continue to go on, and to see what their stance is, how DeSantis would be handling this, how, Trump's always like, I'm going to blow him up. How anybody that could be considered a possibility to be president, how they would handle this situation. This is probably the most important thing that they could talk on.
This will probably help Nikki Haley a lot because she has a lot of experience.
Yeah.
So she seems to know the most about world affairs out of all of them. So.
I agree with that.
DeSantis is already flying people over here.
Yeah.
For just letting ways to get out of there.
What do you mean, like refugees?
Yeah,
that's
he
fine.
flew him over here.
That's fine. Evidently, they like those people, but they don't like Mexicans.
Yeah. The migrants.
Well,
yeah.
he was getting Americans out. Is he also getting refugees out? Because I know he was
I
sending.
think he was just getting Americans out.
Yeah, Americans. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what he was doing. And maybe even specifically Floridians.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I got one plane, only taking it back to my state. They
Whatever
make
you
one
can,
stop.
whatever you can do to look like you've got foreign policy experience, you do.
You know what's so messed up is that's the part of the world that I've never been to.
Yeah.
And I don't know that I'd go there with my kids or whatever, but I would have gone to Israel. I would have gone to Turkey just to see it. Now I'll never. No, I
Right.
can't ever. Yeah, because I can never think and no time is it going to be safe over there.
Imagine getting trapped there and you can't.
No.
Now you just can't leave.
Right. I don't ever worry about in Japan or in Italy of getting just taken off the street and getting my head cut off. I do worry about that in the Middle East. Just one day they need an American. Get the fat one.
Yeah.
They don't even care. Yeah, it doesn't matter what you do. Or
You know how long it would take to cut my head off?
Oh.
Jeez.
It depends.
And they put a fat guy in the guillotine one time and I got stuck halfway through. I don't want that.
How far do you think you can run with them chasing you?
Far. Pretty
Yeah.
far. Pretty far, yeah.
Tampa Bay Buccaneers quarterback Baker Mayfield said bluntly after the Bucs' 20-6 loss to the Detroit Lions on Sunday, quote, "We need to pick our S up. We suck today," said Mayfield, who completed 19 of 37 passes for 206 yards and an interception for a total QB rating of 22.9. He said, "I suck today. We suck today. It was awful. If we play like this, we're going to lose every time. Defense and special teams did an amazing job yet again. And offense, we just need to pick our S up."
Do you think that he's playing as awful as he says he did, or was the defense for the Lions just particularly good? I mean, they pressured him every play.
I think it's a combination of both.
Yeah. I mean, they didn't play great. They couldn't connect really well, although he did find Godwin this
he
game.
really did not play good at all.
Dude, that first blocked pass where Evans was behind their defense, he would have gone, man. They're
know.
so lucky that dude got the hand on the ball and they intercepted there.
We were not baking yesterday. He missed a lot of big
We were
throws.
at a simmer.
There's
Yesterday.
There's 2 touchdowns that he overthrows the guy.
I did feel good that that he reached Godwin a couple of times. The one thing is, I don't know what it's going to take. Thank you to Keyshawn Vaughn and Rashad White, but it's time to move on. We have no running game whatsoever. And
Zero.
it was like the whole first half of the game was us trying to make that run work.
Yeah.
It's not happening. And then when we started opening up and throwing the ball a little, we actually gained a little ground.
Maybe this would probably be a great question for Ian when he gets here, but I don't know. Is that more on the line, not run blocking, or is it that our running backs just
Our running back,
stink?
we got 2 little guys.
Yeah.
It's not, it's not even that they stink. It's just that they're not.
Rashad
not
White,
the guy.
he's had 100-yard game
Yeah.
since he's been here, and that was in Germany.
Yeah, and Keyshawn Vaughn can move
Yeah.
if he can get through one guy on his own.
They started going to him late in the game, so
Yeah.
clearly they thought Rashad White wasn't getting anything done. But you know what? This made this game. I don't want the orange.
No, I know.
No,
It's tarnished
I'm
the
like-
whole thing.
It totally took me back to when the Bucks were just stunk
Yeah.
and couldn't do anything. And those orange jerseys, it was all cool. Everybody's excited.
It looked cool.
It represents total failure,
Yep.
and it showed on Sunday.
You're 100% right.
Don't ever do it again.
I was wearing my throwback jersey. I was all excited everywhere. When people were like, "Hey,
No.
nice jersey, nice shirt." Hey,
Shove your creamsicle right up here.
Uh,
No, I can't.
it was bad.
And there was a ton of Lion fans in the stands. It looked like all blue.
That's weird because I don't normally think of Detroit,
traveling that
Michigan
much.
people. Yeah,
But-
they probably all live here.
And with Detroit doing as well as they're doing, a lot of
Yeah.
people, hey, let's take a little vacation down to Florida.
You know-
See the. Yeah.
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 Some
Nobody-
people more embarrassing than others.
Nobody has admitted to being a Lion fan in 15 years.
Yeah, yeah.
since Barry Sanders retired.
However, yesterday we found out one of our listeners is a diehard Lion fan.
I mean, who knew?
I didn't know, and I think the same as I did about him now as I did before. Garbage. Do you have it on Bone TV, Joe? This is Small Wiener Chauncey.
Oh, no.
I got it.
Who painted his entire body blue and wore a cape and got tickets all the way in the front of the stadium in the end zone, I think.
Man.
And he was like Detroit man or something?
Detroit guy.
Oh, boy.
Detroit dude.
Detroit button.
I am. I'm trying to load it up. It's the site that Gio sent me is kind of slow.
Oh.
I didn't,
Gio's fault.
I didn't send you a
no,
site.
it's not. It's not.
Send you the link,
Okay.
the video.
Disney would add it.
Oh, Jesus. Anyway,
You can
it's
show the picture.
it's
And then
up
they
there
had
on
a
TV.
sign saying for Pap to marry them.
Oh, yeah,
marry
that's
them?
right. I forgot
like
about
they're gonna
that.
Be a thruple.
The second sign said, "Pap, will you marry us?"
Yeah.
And I don't know if they want you to do the ceremony or live with them.
I think they want to be a thruple
No.
with Pap.
Get Chauncey's button.
He already
Get on
banged,
it.
Yeah.
he already banged both of them.
It's true. On the cruise. Oh. I don't understand how anybody. I watched the FSU game and they had those guys. This guy said he had 8 pounds of glitter on.
Oh, yeah.
I don't understand how that's got to not be good for your pores.
No. I used to see those guys. You'd see them during the week when they were not at the games,
Right.
and they'd have glitter in their ears
Oh,
and stuff. Yeah. I saw Bert was at the game.
Yep.
Didn't James Bond like the
He
gold
didn't pick me up on the way, like you said. He was
jet flew right over.
right.
Wasn't it Goldfinger or something where they painted the woman and she died because
Yes.
it clogged her pores?
Yes.
And they didn't know at the time. They were like, I don't know, we just used regular paint or whatever. Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah, and killed her.
I got a text from Ian.
Oh, yeah?
It just says, "You're dead to me."
You?
Yeah.
What did you do?
I don't know. Maybe because I crapped on the creamsicles.
He played with the creamsicle.
Yeah.
Oh, listen. If he played in the creamsicle, he knows better than anybody. They stunk.
Oh no, I don't want to be on Ian's bad side ever for any reason. I love
Yeah.
Ian Beckles.
This is true. Who do you ever see Ian get mad at?
Yeah, except the years he was there, they were good.
Oh,
You better
yeah.
practice running.
Oh, I was not.
I enjoyed the nostalgia. I put up pictures of our friends who we knew that were Sapp and Brooks on the day that they got signed, and they were holding up their jerseys. And then Ian, of course, when he played, and Jorge Diaz when he played,
Yeah.
and put up a little montage of pictures that I was very excited to see it, but man, it was garbage.
When you wear those jerseys and you go out there and stink it up, it's tough.
It's so funny though, as I remember that we hated those jerseys,
Yeah.
and all of a sudden we got the red and pewter, and we're like, yes. And then I remember Sapp talking about Bucko Bruce and saying there's nothing like having a winking pirate on your helmet that you feel worse about. And then all of a sudden, though, when it's nostalgic, everybody's like, yes, orange, I love it. It's great.
Yes, 3 and out. Oh,
Yeah.
yes, 3 and
Yeah.
out. Oh,
Yeah.
no. Yes, interception. Oh, no.
Yeah, it was terrible. But hey, look, it's 1 week, and we move on.
Falcons next week.
We should be able to
we
destroy
should
the
win that
Falcons.
game, I
They
think.
got their asses kicked this weekend.
Then we have to play the Bills in Buffalo.
That's going to be tough.
That'll be
Although, what happened last night with the Bills?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So,
Listen, man, there was a lot of weird game. The Eagles lost to the
49ers
Jets.
lost.
Yeah.
Like, it just shows the NFL, man.
49ers, did you see that game?
Yeah.
Yeah.
49ers lost at a last-second field goal kick that should have been a chip shot.
Yeah.
And the guy was wide right in it, and it was terrible. It was just awful. I mean, you were like, all right, well, this is in. This is a win. Boop. And
Yeah.
that guy has to ride home on the plane. That's
Man.
the worst.
The Jets defense is very. Imagine if they had Aaron Rodgers.
I know. The Jets defense is great.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know? Is he? You think he's coming back or no?
He was yesterday. Aaron Rodgers, who just blew his Achilles 25 days ago, was on the sideline throwing the football
Yeah.
without crutches.
Well, look. I mean, I'm sure he knows that his days are numbered. He's going to get back as soon as he can.
Sure. Yeah.
He says he's going to come back this season,
Well.
which apparently has never been done with that type of injury.
And if they
ever.
make it into the playoffs and then Aaron Rodgers comes running out with
Oh.
the American flag, oh my God.
And
people
then
are
rips his
losing their
Achilles
minds.
as
Rips
they're
his other
running. Yeah.
Achilles.
Hey, so there was something else you made me think of real quick.
I'm really scared that Ian's on his way here now.
He is. He is on his way here. You should be mad. I don't like Jen Epstein's blonde hair on the bottom. You like that?
I like it.
You do?
I do.
Yeah. Is that what's it
Ombre.
Yeah, but
called?
it's too blonde. Yeah, but it's too blonde. It doesn't transition well.
No.
Like the ombre is more of a transition. That looks like she's wearing like two horns around her neck.
Yeah, I don't like it. I mean, don't get me wrong. She's still gorgeous.
No, you love the other one now.
Amanda Pappas is the hottest.
Yeah.
She's the hottest person I've ever seen on television in Tampa. Tell me I'm wrong. There's a picture of her in our story on our Instagram at the Mike Calta Show. Amanda Pappas, the weather girl for Channel 10, is the hottest girl to ever be in the news in Tampa
did you-
Bay. Tell me if I'm wrong.
You first called her, was it Stephanie Pop?
Yeah,
Wrong
sorry.
name.
I was focusing on her Pappases, and I got all confused. Amanda Pappas, she is. Tell me if there. What's Sheena Parveen was pretty good, but it was mostly because she had big jugs.
Yeah.
But Amanda Pappas is 100% a package. She is gorgeous.
If she was at the finish line of our race, do you think then you would win?
Oh.
For sure. If I had to knock my wife over to get to her, I would do it. Yes.
Sticking with sports, the Texas Rangers took Game 1 of the American League Championship Series from the Houston Astros. And how about this? Did you guys know? The WNBA Finals are happening right now.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's so funny you say that because we were joking around and somebody said, hey, the Liberty or whatever the teams are taking on there in the WNBA Finals. And I said, the fact that you know the finals are on makes me hate you.
Yeah.
That you knew it was finals.
The
Yeah.
only reason I knew is because Tom Brady was there and he was talking about
Oh.
it. I
'Cause he
think
owned
Even
one of the
Tom
teams.
Brady's
Yeah.
not going to save the WNBA.
I think he's a minority owner of one of the teams.
Yeah.
The New York Liberty took a 2 games to 1 lead over the Las Vegas Aces.
Oh,
You
no.
could have paid me $1 million. I would not have come up with Las
Nope.
Vegas Aces
Nope.
Ace up.
in the WNBA Finals. I didn't know what the name of their. I don't know. I know New York Liberty.
Sparks, is that one? Sparks?
You're thinking of Cheryl Sparks.
Is it? The Cheryl Sparks? The Swoops?
New York Liberty. What are the Sparks? Phoenix Sparks?
I thought they were L.A.
LA
It's
Sparks?
like whatever
All
they do,
right, there you go.
they take the men's team and then they have like an offshoot,
Kind
like,
of the
like
same.
the Bears and the Cubs kind of thing.
By the way, I love that Gio's like, I think it's LA. Meanwhile, he's got all the posters
Post,
in his
yeah.
room. And
He's
stuff.
wearing it underneath his shirt. He's got a Liberty shirt on.
Oh, yeah.
Carmen, you give us the name of the team, and we'll try and name the city.
We got Sparks already.
Yeah.
There's like Houston Rockets, and then they're like the Lady Bottle Rockets,
Lady Bottle Rock.
something like
I
that.
don't think that's right. All right. Yes.
Dream.
The Orlando Dream.
The keep dreaming that this will be a real sport.
Aw.
The oh Jesus. DC Dream. No.
I give up.
Okay. All right. Montana.
The Houston Sky.
The Memphis Sky.
Oh, the Memphis guy. I got you. Who? Yeah, that's the Wisconsin Sky.
So they're the Fighting Skies?
Doesn't make any sense.
All right.
All right.
Fighting Skies. Get some guys.
Phoenix. No,
No.
because they're Phoenix Suns. Yeah.
The
Las Vegas Sun.
No, they're the Aces.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
The Jacksonville Suns.
it's a West Coast thing, right?
The Texas Suns.
I meant it's an East Coast thing.
Just Sun. New Jersey Sun.
A Philadelphia Sun. Oh, I give up.
Yeah.
Oh, come
A
on.
lot of sun in Connecticut.
They're known for their sun.
It's actually SON.
Oh,
Okay. The Charlotte.
Oh.
Oh, the fever. Feel the fever.
Fever dolls.
Fever. Fever.
The San Francisco
the
Fevers.
Harlem Fever. Well,
Indiana?
Yeah.
Where do they play?
A lot of fevers over there.
it's what we call Spanish right now, the fever.
New York, Liberty. We already
Liberty,
said that one,
Liberty,
yeah.
Bibbity.
Yep.
Oh,
Ooh.
That's Orlando.
New Orleans.
Yeah.
Houston.
It's what's that? Oh,
Oh.
you did?
Oh, man.
Charlotte.
Mount Dora.
The
Dollywood.
Seattle. Seattle Mystics.
The Montana Mystics.
Ooh, that'd be nice.
Seattle Mystics.
Keep saying it. It's not gonna-
Ah,
you were close.
see?
All
They
right.
play in Seattle, I
Yeah.
think.
All right.
Duluth.
The Wings.
Detroit.
Oh, Ohio. Dayton.
Oh, Detroit Wings.
North Carolina. North Carolina.
Oh, Buffalo.
North
Wild
Carolina.
Red Wings.
Mississippi Wings.
Wings. Oh, Alabama Wings.
The Louisiana Wings.
Oh, I've got
Texas Wings.
it. No, it's the Buffalo
Dallas
Wings.
Wings.
I just said that.
Did you say
Hey,
that?
I got Dallas Wings.
Hey.
Yeah, he said it. Oh, I know.
Yeah. All right.
WNBA guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my God! There's
Jesus.
3 more teams.
Lynx.
That's golf links, Atlanta.
The
What part of the country?
The Oregon Lynx.
North-
Utah. Damn it.
Pennsylvania, Philadelphia Links.
The
Vermont.
Boston Lynx.
Oh, I got it. Jimmy Dean Link sausages.
Colorado.
Oh,
Lynx?
Minnesota.
It's like Lynx the cat.
Mountain, Minnesota.
LYNX.
Oh. That is
Phoenix.
Yeah.
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 That one's got most of them. I'm
Yeah.
just saying.
Orlando.
Charlotte.
Oh, man.
Seattle.
Oh, Seattle Storm.
Seattle Storm.
My favorite.
I only got most of them because I was trying to remember all the posters in your room. Well, good luck to the ladies.
I'll tell you what. Let's take a break because we're running late already because we did so much gabbing. And when we
All
come
right.
back, we'll finish news and give us a time to go watch some WNBA highlights. If you'd
Yeah.
like to call the show, 727-579-1025. It's the Mike Calta Show. We'll finish news next on 1025 The Bone. It is 8:02 on the Mike Calta Show. It's 1025 The Bone. Joe, how was Shark Coast this weekend?
It was great, Michael. We had a fantastic time.
I saw a lot of costumes.
Yeah. Did you see my costume?
I did not see yours. What was yours?
Oh, I was Captain Freedom, Michael.
Joe sent me how many pictures from the event?
0.
There, thank you.
What?
Yeah. No, I totally forgot.
Yeah.
I'm
That's
sorry.
okay.
When we walked out of here on Friday, off air, you literally said, "Hey Joe, make sure you get some pictures."
But he did send a bunch of video.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, no?
No.
No?
No. Okay.
Wow.
All right.
If you missed it, the crew from Trigicon Optics, the best optics manufacturer around, will be at the shop this weekend. Trigicon is offering it's next weekend, it's the 28th. Trigicon's offering 2 national rebates, and Shark Coast has them in stock and ready for you to take advantage of the amazing deals. There's a $100 rebate on the amazing RMR LED red dot optics for your pistol, and a $50 rebate on the MRO optic for your rifle. And you don't want to miss Trigicon Day. It's happening Saturday, October 28th. There'll be tons of prizes as usual, killer giveaways, and special rebate offers galore. The shop is open, slinging freedom from 10 to 6 daily, closed on Sunday, and open online 24/7 at sharkcoasttactical.com. Shark Coast, of course, you know, is on Bee Ridge Road in Sarasota. You can look for them on social media. Tell them you heard about it on the Mike Calta Show. Carmen, did you have a good time? Did you get my gun? Oh, damn it. Okay.
Did you get pictures?
Hogwash. Hogwash. There's only one guy to listen to. His name is Will. The rest of the guys can shut their mouths. Listen to me. Will owns a place, and Will wants people to come there. And if there's going to be something that's going on that's going to attract other people, then you need to send pictures. Don't listen to those other idiots. But you're fine. I wanted to see what did you wear?
Thank you, Carmen.
Oh, I got you.
Really, Harry Potter?
All right, good. Well,
6 and 9 Galvin's out.
yay. All right, let's get back in the news.
Back in the news, breaking news. I set a trap and somebody fell right into it. So I said that the Liberty took a 2-1 lead in the WNBA finals, but that's not true.
Oh.
The Las Vegas Aces did. And Joseph loves the WNBA, and he told me I didn't set a trap. They wrote it wrong in the thing, but he said no. Las Vegas Aces are actually up to.
They wrote it wrong in the news story.
Yeah.
That's how much they care about the
I
WNBA.
swear, I didn't read it wrong. It says right here, New York Liberty took a 2-1 lead, but it's actually the Aces.
Can I tell you, I'm not against the WNBA or women's sports. I just don't want to hear people complain that they don't get paid enough when nobody's watching.
Right.
It. You know what I mean? I don't care. Go play, put it on TV, give them an opportunity to have the people who do want to see it, but
It's not
it's
the
not
same.
appealing. It's
Yeah.
the same way we feel mostly about soccer. Soccer is huge around the world, but not very huge here. Of course, show it, and the people who want to watch it will watch it.
Yeah. Broke it down. Yeah, exactly. Yep.
Yeah, you want to get paid equal to a man, be a lawyer, and go do a job that you can do better than a guy.
Yeah.
You just can't do that with basketball.
A 49-year-old man in Indiana was arrested and was caught giving the cops a fake ID, which actually belonged to a dead person.
Oh.
He later told the cops this was his defense. He was just messing with them. Just messing with
You
them.
got me.
You know how cops love to be messed with.
Yep.
That's a good idea. Charges have been filed against a woman in Utah who falsely reported a school shooting to distract officers from arresting her friends for stealing stuff out of cars. The woman called the hoax, and she was 45 years old. So she called a school
hot.
shooting in to get them away from arresting her friends
Smart.
or doing the stuff.
That's a good friend, though.
Yeah. Speaking of hot or not hot, I have a hot or not for you guys.
Great.
A Florida woman allegedly beat her own mother up after an argument and stole the car and hit her with the car.
Oh.
Amber Shurin Rusnick, who is 25 years old, was booked on charges of aggravated battery and carjacking for the rampage. A witness called 911 around noon to report the mayhem, which happened in Cocoa, Florida. Officers arrived to find Shurin Rusnick's mom injured and tended to her. Authorities then brought her to the hospital in critical but stable condition. Meanwhile, cops hunted for the woman who fled in her mom's car. They later found her in the abandoned vehicle, and deputy and K9 tracked down Shurin Rusnick, who was allegedly trying to hide nearby. So she is 25 years old. Her name is Amber Shurin Rusnick. She's from Cocoa, Florida. She beat up her mom, hit her with the car, took off with the car. Mike Calta, hot or not?
I don't think that a hot woman has it in her to hit her own mom. I say not hot.
You say not hot.
Yeah.
All right. Gio, what do you think?
24,
25.
25, Cocoa Beach. She's hot.
Hot,
Amber.
hot
she's
chick
hot.
hits boyfriend. Hot chick hits neighbor. Hot chick doesn't hit her own mom.
I bet the mom's hot too.
Oh,
Nah.
true. I
You
didn't,
say
I didn't
hot.
factor in on that.
Carmen, what do you think?
Yeah.
Oh.
Retaliating.
Their own mothers?
Carmen, you ever hit your mom? No.
Not hot.
Oh.
So you're saying hot. You and Gio are the same. You say hot. Mike says not hot.
Not hot.
Pap. Show the picture.
Suzanne Summers?
Oh,
Oh, come on.
listen, this is not my fault.
Oh, it's
What are
never
you
your
doing?
fault.
How long does it
This is
take?
not my fault.
What
This
what is
machine
happening?
It's locked up.
What's locked up?
Can we call Dizzy? He knows how to fix this.
What is
What am I
locked up?
doing?
There.
You.
Yeah, look at that.
Yeesh.
Look at that psycho. Look at
Oh,
that
the
big,
forehead.
yeah, the
Yeah.
big bandage on the forehead. She looks like a grown-up baby doll.
Oh,
Right?
she does. She looks like a Chucky came to life.
She is not hot,
No.
Carmen.
No.
No.
If she cleaned up, she could
No.
be hot.
No.
Not hot.
Kind
No.
of.
Not hot. She could be normal human.
She looks like she tortured Laura Ingalls on Little House on the
Yeah.
Prairie.
A little bit of makeup, you lower the lights, she's,
She's got a little-
swinging around the pole. She's
Pete, I'm
hot.
not saying you wouldn't sleep with her. She's just not hot.
Listen to me. She's got bean teeth. She's got ET
Yeah.
eyes.
That's true.
Smiling in her mugshot, just hit her
Yeah.
mother with a car. She is not hot.
Crazy. Crazy. No, not hot. We've made the ruling. She is not hot.
Okay.
I have another hot or not for you guys.
Oh, good, because that one was gross.
Yeah. A woman who police say stabbed 3 people at Atlanta's Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport on Wednesday
Wow.
had a virtual court appearance on Thursday. 44-year-old Damaris Milton is charged with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. Police say Milton first stabbed a taxi driver on her way to the airport, then stabbed 2 more people near the airport security checkpoint, including an Atlanta police lieutenant. Police commanded Milton to drop the knife, then finally tackled her and took her down to the ground, then took her into custody. She was booked into the Clayton County Jail. So she's from Atlanta. She's 44 years old. Her name is Damaris Milton. She stabbed 3 people, including a police lieutenant, while in the airport there. Mike Calta, hot or not?
I think she has to be hot. How could they just keep letting this woman walk through the airport when she's stabbing people?
Stabbing?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I say hot.
You say hot.
Yep.
All right. Gio, what do you think?
No way. The
No?
fact that she's walking through the airport stabbing people makes me think she's not hot. She's a beast. They couldn't stop her because she's just too strong.
Oh, yeah.
Like they tried, and like she just kept running to the place.
Just pushing through.
yeah,
Ah.
like a linebacker.
Gio says not hot. Carmen, you have a theory on stabbing people? Does that make you hot or not? You saw that one. All right. So Mike Kelta says hot. Gio says not
Damaris
hot.
is her name.
Yeah. Joe, show the picture eventually.
I will.
Oh, come on. Dude.
Yeah! Look at that face.
Hello.
I'm going to make a crazy face in my
That-
mugshot.
That
My-
is stabby stab face 100%.
Okay, can I just tell you, though, as crazy and as ugly as she is, I'd rather see her in the middle of the night than the other one.
I don't
Joe,
know.
can you go back to the other one real quick?
Oh, dude, come on. What are you going to make? Oh, look at that. Look how fast he did.
That's the It clown.
Yeah, but that's stabby stab.
Yeah, listen, I don't want to see either of them.
No.
I don't want to see either of them.
I'm just less afraid of that one. They're both terrible, but
That is 2 not hots. Neither one are hot. That is not good at all. Study found 14% of people worldwide are addicted to ultra-processed foods like chips and ice cream. That is 1 in 7 people. And they, because they're everywhere, quitting can be just as hard as quitting smoking or drugs.
to what? Chips?
Ultra-processed foods like chips and ice cream and all the different stuff that
Everything's
everybody
processed.
eats all the time.
I try to think about it. So I have not been eating garbage for a little while, and I'm trying to think of what I miss the most. I don't love potato chips and all that stuff, so I could live without that. Don't get me wrong. On Sundays, I'll take some buffalo dip from Publix and some Fritos would be nice, but I can't eat that right now. I think to me, it's not the food that I'm addicted to. It's the process of eating something while you're watching TV.
My biggest thing is trying to stay away from bread.
Yeah, I love
Because
bread.
you
No,
know, like
so
subs or
good.
whatever, which I'm fine with wraps, but wraps are just as bad as bread. Most
Yeah.
of them are.
Yeah.
And the ones that you get that are good for you are like, ugh.
That's the thing. You want to bite into something.
Yeah.
You want to bite into something. You want it to slow you down on the way in. You don't want to just be like eating. And the other thing is, you would think that like a diet that consisted mostly of meat and all that stuff would be great, but you get sick of anything after a while. You
But
get
like-
sick of eating the same crap all the time.
Like I love turkey. Turkey's nothing, not bad for you, you know. And then the lettuce and tomato and onions and all that stuff. It's the bread.
You want to
that's-
put it on the bread.
Yeah, but the bread's the stuff that's getting you. It's the bad
I,
stuff.
I need
Yeah, but still, it's not. It's still, you know, that what is it? Tom's bread. One of those guys. Dave's bread. Dave's friend's bread. I don't know. They got the dumbest names, but that Dave's bread's really delicious. But yeah, you have to buy it out of the freezer, and it is way more expensive. So not everybody's going to do that. Yeah.
Speaking of bad food, this makes it even harder to quit this stuff. Taco Bell is testing crispy chicken nuggets. Oh. Yeah, right now they have them in Minneapolis, but if they go over, they'll go nationwide possibly. So crispy chicken nuggets from Taco Bell. Put a little taco seasoning on them. Taco nuggets.
Oh. The fries they have are pretty damn good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Never had them.
Carmen, yeah, I've never had them either. I don't know.
My grandmother used to love them. My grandmother never went to Taco Bell, and somehow she came across those cheesy fries or whatever they were.
Yeah.
And when they took them away, she was very angry.
Oh, Taco Bell's so good.
What are they, nacho fries? That's what they call them, right? Nacho fries.
Yeah.
So they put a little seasoning on there, and then you have the cheese sauce that you dip them in?
Yeah, the fries are kind of seasoned.
How are the fries? Are they crispy or are they kind of soggy? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Today is National Bosses Day. So, Carmen, anything you want to say to John Brennan? Nah, yeah, that's right.
You really, I'm the first boss.
Secondary.
I'm the first line of defense.
Secondary.
Yeah. Does he?
Who's your boss, Mike?
I don't have one.
You don't have a boss.
I have a partnership with Jason Meter.
I don't.
Right.
No.
Oh, I'm sorry. My boss is Melanie Martin. But then other than that.
Your immediate supervisor is
Mike Olivero.
John Brennan.
Ooh. Melinda Cox.
One
of the Cox sisters.
John Brennan.
John Brennan is not my boss.
Oh, 100%.
He's not out. We're not in the same
100%.
league, me and
100%.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah. You come to me and it stops here. No, I don't pay you. Okay, question. If I told you no, do you think John Brennan would ever say yes? If I told you no on something, you think you can go to John Brennan and make it a yes?
Has
You're
there
delusional.
been something that John Brennan told you to do or not to do, and you followed his orders?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh,
He's your boss.
Well, hold on a second. No, I don't. First of all, no is the answer to your question. And I wouldn't
that's
say
just a lie.
I wouldn't say told me to do. Sometimes he politely suggests things. Asking, saying, hey, would you mind doing this? Not, hey, you got to do this. Never.
Well,
Ever.
what boss is doing that though? That's a bad boss. John's a good boss, so he makes you think it's your idea.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I'm answering your question. The way you phrased it, I'm answering your question. I've never received an order.
For the company?
Yes. Yeah, but guess what? I'm already done before that email comes out. That comes straight from corporate, and I do it immediately.
Is it not true that you answered John's phone calls on the first ring? Always.
No. In fact, John usually calls me and then texts me, call me back when you get a chance. So we're good there. What else?
John Brennan is your
I
boss.
win. All right. We'll see how that works out. You're going to get him fired today.
Oh.
No. No. Only I can get me fired.
Because
I'm my own boss. I'm the boss of me. Listen, Carmen, I'm 100% joking. John Brennan is the program director of this radio station. He is my immediate supervisor. I answer to him, to Jason, to Mike Olivero, to Melanie Martin. I answer to a lot of people. I answer to Aurelia first out of anybody. I am this, I love that everybody thinks I'm so proud. I'm this station's bitch. I have more people telling me what to do on this station than anywhere else. That's the absolute truth of it.
Carmen?
Mike Olivero and Jason Meter, yeah, John Brennan's the boss. Mike Olivero's a boss. Melanie Martin's a boss. Jason Meter's a boss. I got so many bosses. I'm bossed out.
A lot of people are saying you're responsible for Hot 115 going away.
My wife wanted something better to listen to,
Yeah, like-
and I had them change it to the music that she likes. There you go. Gary Sheffield called me and said, my wife needs a gig. I said, I'll make it happen.
They say you walked in and said, shut it down.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yep.
That's
I
it.
got you out. That was it. That's how I change things around here.
Just save that audio, Carmen.
Oh, listen to me. You can say to me, who's your boss? Or you can be like, let's talk real for a second. I love how I get all the credit for getting people hired, fired, changed station flip. I have nothing. I could barely control this show. I can't even get this guy to do video and this guy to show up to work. I got no control.
Carmen, hit me with little taps.
Oh.
Spanish?
Oh, it's over.
No points.
Suzanne Summers, who starred in sitcom hits Three's Company and Step by Step and made a personal fortune as a health and fitness pitch woman and author, died Sunday in Palm Springs, California. She was 76 years old. It looked fantastic. Still looked fantastic.
I mean, she did look fantastic.
Yeah.
Because that goddamn Thigh Master. And nobody had her, right?
No.
She was a guest on the show too.
She
so
was,
she would've
yeah.
been good. And she is in the area. I don't know if she died here, but she's from the area.
I feel like I read that she had been sick.
Well, she had cancer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she did.
And then she beat it. She figured out a way. Like, she was on the show with us, and she was telling us like how to beat cancer. And I'm like, I can't believe Chrissy from Three's Company has cured cancer. Do you remember that?
Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
remember what
yeah.
I don't remember what the whole gist of what she was saying was.
I think she was eating like raw foods and
Yeah.
natural stuff and doing all that.
But she beat it. I mean, she was in her 50s and was dying and beat it all the way to 76 years old. That's pretty good. If I'm Joyce DeWitt, though, I'm really nervous right now because she's the only one left from Three's Company.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if Larry's upstairs.
I remember-
Larry upstairs is still alive, brother.
Yeah,
Dude,
I think
Jack's
he
dead.
might be. Yeah, Jack's definitely dead.
Chrissy's dead. Mr. Roper's dead. Mrs. Roper's dead.
Furley's dead.
Furley's dead.
Ritter was out of nowhere, too. Just
Well, Ritter had
Heart attack, wasn't
yeah, but his father also died young. and He
Right.
kind of always knew that he was going to die young. His kids should feel real confident.
Richard Klein, who played Larry, is 79 years old. Still
alive.
Yeah.
Anybody know Larry's last name?
Larry
I know it.
Landry. No.
Larry.
Larry, who you could find most nights
Larry
hanging out
Dallas?
at the Regal Beagle, is in fact Larry Dallas.
Yeah, I swear to God, I didn't
I
see
believe
it
you.
anywhere.
Larry Dallas.
Yeah, Larry Dallas.
Yep. The nerdy friend to Jack Tripper. So I have a picture with Joyce DeWitt. I met her a couple of years ago at the DeBartolo function. I'm telling you, she is a knockout. On a scale of 1 to 10, she's a solid 9.
Yeah.
If she's in her 70s too, I would be
she's
blown away.
She's got to be.
Right, but there's no. I mean, I met her probably 4 years. I'm gonna put the picture up. I'll put it up on her Instagram. She and I said to her, I go, how old?
74.
Oh, I go. So I met her when she was like 70. I looked at her and I go, I have to tell you, you look fantastic. And she goes, oh, and she like fell into me, like she leaned into my body, and I was like, yep, you know it. You know I've spent time with you alone. I'd like to spend time with you in person.
Lean into it.
Yeah, she's dead next.
Oh,
Yeah, well, well, no, Larry will probably be next.
call your shot.
No, I can't.
Carmen, hit it.
Another one?
Mark Goddard, known for playing Major Don West on the CBS series Lost in Space, died on October 10th of pulmonary fibrosis. He was 87 years old.
Never saw one episode of Lost in Space.
Oh,
in my
really?
life. Mm-mm.
Oh, I loved Lost in Space.
That's the one with the robot?
Yeah, I wouldn't say that I loved it, but I definitely saw it.
Never saw 1 second of it.
Huh.
I know all about what it is, but no, it never looked like it was appealing to me. I didn't like it. I didn't like that kid. The kid bugged me.
Oh,
Yeah,
you
the
didn't like Billy Mummy?
No, the robot looked dumb. I didn't
Yeah.
like it.
He was in that the Twilight Zone where he was
Yeah.
wishing people into the
He's the
cornfield.
corn- yeah, he's the
that
cornfield
was
kid.
wild. The
Yeah.
whole town had to like appease him and
Yeah.
stuff. That was a wild
That was a great
Twilight Zone, man.
I wanted to turn my son on to Twilight Zone, but I feel like it will affect him. Like, Twilight Zone freaked me out when I was a kid. And I
Yeah.
don't even just mean scary, like he's not a little kid, but
Well, watch Black Mirror because
Yeah,
that's
Black
like the
Mirror,
new
too.
Twilight Zone. That's got some good stuff, man. That is really interesting for sure. Carmen, hit me again.
oh no. 3.
Piper Laurie, The actress, known for her chilling portrayal of the overbearingly religious mother in Carrie and for playing Paul Newman's down in the dumps girlfriend in The Hustler and other stuff, has died at 91 years old.
Wow.
Now this affects the death pool because Carmen had Piper Laurie.
Oh!
Carmen gets
What
some
made you
points.
pick her?
She's old.
Yeah.
I never even thought of her.
Yeah, so she was 91, so that gives Carmen 34 points she gets
Why?
for because
Original pick.
original pick and the 9 points for her years, you know, from
Wow.
100, whatever. So Carmen now jumps ahead of Pap. So right now, and ahead of Spanish, right now the points, Tony, October 16th, still has 0 points.
Wow.
Still has 0 points. Probably not going to win. Spanish has 73 points. Right in front of him is Pap with 85 points. Jumping up, Carmen with Piper Laurie comes in at 104 points. I'm 103 in front of her with 207 points. Then we jump up into the 300s. Mike Calta in second place with 314 points. Just behind your leader, Gio, with 336 points.
I got something brewing.
I had a successful called shot.
Yeah, superstar Billy Graham gave him 243 points because he had a
Yeah.
called shot on that. Harry Belafonte, 64, and Tony Bennett, 29.
Being in the lead the whole time has made me more nervous.
Sure, yeah.
It
Like, I think
definitely should.
That makes me think I have 0 chance. of
I'm
winning.
coming for you.
Yeah.
I got something brewing right now.
If I was like top 3, I'm like, all right, I can get this, but no.
I'm going to stab somebody. I'll get you.
You don't have John Brennan as your bone pick, do you?
No, I do not. I do.
I
No,
mean,
you have
that's my
Monica,
boss.
actually. You have
Who
Monica.
has Spanish?
Oh,
No, I
interesting.
never even considered death.
Gio has Pap. Mike has Monica.
Yeah.
Monica. I have JR. Carmen has.
what would happen if JR left?
Then he's gone.
I
What do you
don't
mean?
know. Well, he's not JR. He's Rockwell.
That.
I'm
Come
kidding.
get out of here.
I'm kidding.
Yeah,
I just
because
wanted to say
Carmen,
Rockwell.
Carmen has she has it written down as Spike, but it's Greg off the
True.
mic. Let's see. Pap has Brett. Spanish has Will Kuntz and Tony Burton. You got to feel safe if Tony has Johnny B.
All right.
I don't
No.
think so.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I don't think so. Yeah.
Why?
What do you
Yeah, what
guys wanna-
are you seeing?
Who do you have?
She has Greg off the mic.
Oh.
Are you hearing whispers?
Are there whispers in the hall?
Yeah. Okay. Interesting.
Give
All
him
right.
the old Hot 101.
Mhm. Well, there you go. So Carmen got some points for Piper Laurie. So good luck. We still have a couple months left in this until our last day on the air before Christmas break. So we'll see what happens. Anything can happen except for Tony winning. NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell says a Super Bowl in London is a possibility.
Hello, London.
Commissioner Roger Goodell spoke to a fan forum in London last week to promote the Baltimore Ravens-Tennessee Titans regular season game in the city. While admitting such a move is not happening soon, he said it has been considered. Goodell said the next 3 Super Bowls are slated for Las Vegas, then New Orleans, and then Santa Clara. But after that, it's wide open. Even though the league prefers to support cities with existing NFL franchises, the league has done regular season games in London, Germany, and Mexico, and is said to be considering Spain and Brazil. So a possible London Super Bowl.
Brazil?
Yeah.
Get out of
How
here.
about that?
Well, this is the 3rd week in a row they had a London game.
Yeah,
So-
and then Germany's up next.
Yeah. They're
Yeah.
doing 2 games there, too.
Yeah.
Okay, listen to me. I wouldn't mind a European Super Bowl because only a small amount of people get to go to the actual game. And I think more people would want to make a vacation out of it and go to a destination Super Bowl. It's not like if the Super Bowl was held here, we all get to go to it. Oh, no, you took it to London, we can't go. You can still
But-
go. It's a short flight.
But do you know how many people would lose their mind? It's American.
Oh, yeah.
It's got to stay in America.
Yeah.
People would lose their mind. Oh, gonna throw stuff off.
That could be the problem.
Yeah.
95% of people will never go to a Super Bowl in their lifetime.
Right,
You know
but
what I
still
mean?
would be mad
They'd be
if it
pissed
was
off.
outside of America.
Yeah.
You say we offensive football.
When we were over in Germany, the people there were like
was
freaking out. They
unbelievable.
were so excited.
Oh, they
like,
say for the London games and for all those that they're packed and people go crazy
Yeah.
and buy a lot of
We're
the
at a store and the guy
merchandise and
guy
stuff.
behind the counter goes, "Are you guys going to the game?" We go, "Yeah." We're like, "You going?" He goes, "No. I tried so hard to get tickets. I waited for hours and
Yeah.
paid money." And I go,
Where is he from? Germany or
"Yeah."
from
local?
He was local. He was working behind the counter at a convenience store. And I go, "It blows my mind to think that you guys love American football." He goes, "We love it. We watch it every week. It's great." He goes, "Why is that so surprising?" I go, "Because we don't care about soccer at all." And that's
or
just-
cricket or
yeah, or any
any
of your sports.
well, any of your stuff.
They would have to give a certain amount to the local people, and then they would. But most of the tickets for the Super Bowl go to players, because every player gets like access to a pair of tickets, and then Budweiser is probably getting a ton of them. The big sponsors,
all
will
different
get it.
corporate
Yeah. So
sponsors
you most likely are not going to the Super Bowl, even if it's in your town. There's a very small chance you're going to go. So I didn't go. I went the year that it was the Giants and the Ravens. And I went the year that it was the Bucks, but I think I missed one in between. Was there another one in between?
That was here?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the Steelers was here.
Steelers.
Oh, yeah,
against
you went to the
Arizona.
Steelers
I
one,
went.
yeah.
Yes, thanks to you. I got to take my dad, who is a lifelong Steelers fan, and we got to go see the Steelers win in the Super Bowl in Tampa. And it was funny because I was only down here for a little while, and I was talking to my dad, and I go, "Hey, did you see where the Super Bowl is this year?" And he goes, "Yeah, Tampa, where you're at." And I go, "Yeah, wouldn't it be great if the
Yeah.
Steelers made it into the Super Bowl?" And then they did, and they won. Yeah, that was
Yeah.
fantastic.
Yeah, I didn't really care. Like, I got to go to the Giants Ravens one because I was working it, and the day of, my boss at the time gave me a pair of tickets. He's like, I had an extra pair of tickets, so I went and sat in the stands, but I worked it. I left early and worked it, and then the next one I went to was the Bucks one, which I paid out the ass for.
Yeah.
But it's worth it. I mean, it was worth it to me. I got to see my team win at home for the first time ever playing in their home stadium.
Did you leave early?
I did not leave early. I got to see Tom Brady play.
Yeah.
I got to do it with my son, my brother, and his son, and Pete and his son. It was like such a good memory. So yeah, I would not go to another Super Bowl now unless the Bucks win it. But I tell you what, I would do is if they did a thing from London, a Super Bowl from London, I would want to go there for the London Radio Row, and I would want to go there for the party. I don't care about going to the game.
Yeah, that whole vibe when we went to Germany, it felt like a Super Bowl because the people were
So much fun.
everywhere you went in the entire city, people
Big
were like,
deal, yeah, sure.
and if you had tickets, people were in awe that
Yeah.
you had tickets. Like, how did you get tickets?
You know what we need to do is go see the Lightning play because you and I went to the opening game and they
Yeah.
won,
Oh,
and then they
yeah.
lost against the Red Wings, lost against the Senators. They play tomorrow night against the Sabres up in Buffalo, and then back here home for Thursday against the Canucks. So,
Yeah, we're the good luck guys.
so I went to a preseason game and they won, and then I went to the home opener regular season game and they won. So I'm like, I'm not the jinx. I'm not
Yeah.
the jinx.
And they don't get Vasilevsky back for like 2 months.
Yeah, but, we'll see. We'll be all right. Back in the news, Madonna addressed her health issues during her tour opener this weekend. She said that she's had a crazy year and added, quote, "I didn't think I was going to make it. Neither did my doctors." Now, is that what's affecting her face?
Her face is so bad. No, plastic surgery is affecting your face. Yeah, but even if they gave her like prednisone or one of those things to make your face swell up, she's got nothing. She looks like a lizard woman.
That's wild.
She's getting to me. For me, it's like almost Michael Jackson type level of
Yeah.
plastic surgery weirdness.
It's problems, man.
Yeah.
It's problems for sure. Paul McCartney says it was disruptive to the Beatles to deal with Yoko Ono at the recording sessions. He says it was an interference in the workplace and, quote, "anything that disturbs us is disturbing."
Sure.
I got to tell you, I watched some of that Beatles documentary and her in there. I would have been like, John, you're an idiot. You're an idiot.
Well,
and you're ruining
But they
this band.
all had George had that weird yogi guy in there with him. They all brought people to the thing. They were at a level where
Yeah,
it didn't matter what they did at that point.
They all brought people who stayed away or did their thing, whatever. She just pulled up an amp and sat on it and was like, into the
I don't know.
microphone and stuff.
The yogi guy was right there too with George Harrison, and they interfered with the. I don't know that thing. That documentary was really good, even though it was long and boring. It was really good to see the behind the scenes stuff of that. But I just think that so this show everything is good with this show, whatever. But I can pretty much do whatever I want, right?
No, if John Brennan tells you can't.
Well, what I'm saying is, like, say I wanted to have my daughter come in here and sit next to me the entire time I was here, I could do it. Spanish can't do that. If Spanish came in here and had a little girl sit next to him, it would be weird because he doesn't have kids. But no, if he came in and said Karishma's going to sit next to me every day, we'd be like, no, she's not. You know what I mean?
I feel like Joe's the Yoko of this show.
What?
He's sitting next to you.
I don't like that.
Oh, sorry.
Yoko Jono.
Talking in the microphone. With
But
off.
I'm just saying the show gets to a level of success where you need every member of the show. Then every member of the show feels like they could do whatever they want. So if you want to come in here and bring your wife in here, go ahead. You want to come in here and bring your dog?
Who feels like that? Who feels like that? Like, I know that I wouldn't do that.
But all four
That's
Beatles.
John's problem.
But all four Beatles
Yeah.
felt like they are already the biggest in the world, and John probably thought he was more important than Paul, and Paul probably thought he was more important than John, and they all, except Ringo. Ringo's like, I'm just happy to be here. Ringo's like, I'm not bringing anybody.
In my opinion, Paul was the most important.
But it's not true though. It's
No,
John.
in my opinion, that's
You
why
know,
I said
no,
that
I
in the
know.
beginning.
Well, so then say he's your favorite. You know what I mean?
No,
Like, what
in
would
my
make
opinion.
Paul? What would make him the most important?
I think he was a better songwriter. I think he added more to the Beatles than any of them did. Whatever. I know that John wrote some of the stuff, but he was so
But I think
annoying.
it's together. I think the two of them together is
I
what
get
made
that.
the magic. You know?
No, because Paul would bring stuff in already finished.
Yeah, but how come Paul had no real career after the Beatles? No, he didn't. I mean, he didn't. If you would have served up Wings as Wings without the Beatles history, they wouldn't be as big as they are.
Oh yeah, but that's you can
And he
say that
hasn't
about
had
a ton
any
of
real
different stuff.
songs. He had his last hit was in the '80s.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? So if that was the case, now we'll never know with John what he would have done. But I think even the Beatles will tell you John was the most artistic one and the one that took the chances and wrote the. I think the two of them together is what made it so special.
yeah. I don't know, but who does that? Who does that? Brings in Yoko and has her right there. You got to know those guys hate that. So
But
are
you
you
don't
doing
care.
it? Then,
But you don't
then
care. You're only worried about, and plus he was so insecure with Yoko and that relationship. I mean, she was one of the ugliest people I've ever seen, and they're the Beatles. So if he's hanging out with Yoko, right away it tells you that he's whipped over her, and he has no real security. Yes. Yeah, he was totally in love with her. He met her in an art show, fell in love with her, and is totally whipped over her. And
yeah,
Yep.
it's really good. Posh, yeah.
but Posh knew that he could be the biggest thing ever, even if he wasn't the best player ever, because he had so many other assets. He was good looking. She got him into fashion. She got him in front of the right magazines and cameras, so she made him larger than life. So, but Yoko didn't do that. Yoko did the opposite. She went on talk shows with him, and she was everywhere he went. And I think people, honestly, Galvin, I think people were also turned off by her because she was Asian. Because they didn't. She wasn't. If he had married some cute little actress and brought her around everywhere, I think people would have accepted it better than the fact that he had some woman that was Asian at the time that we were going through Vietnam and the problems with China.
I have nothing against her being Asian. But I will tell you one of the greatest things is whenever, for some reason, she is up on stage with Chuck Berry
Oh,
God. And she starts screaming into the microphone, and Chuck Berry does the look.
Chuck
like
Berry's eyes, he was already high as it was.
Yeah, he was
so
like,
when that happened, he
"What is
kicked in with
going
the big
on?"
bug out eyes.
Ugh.
And that was live on TV,
Yeah.
too. It's so great. Chuck Berry's face is great.
Taylor Swift, the Eras Tour, opened with $95 to $97 million at domestic box office, making it the top-grossing concert film of all time.
In one weekend.
Also, Dunkin' is offering Swifties a free iced coffee through October 21st.
Oh.
I don't know how you do it, whether you present your ticket
You
or
have to sing Cruel Summer while you're there.
I don't know how every business in the world doesn't offer something for Swifties.
I'm amazed that different spokespeople that they have now for McDonald's and for like Dunkin' has that ice spice. I have no idea, nothing about her. I don't know anything about her, but you're putting yourself out there having different celebrities doing stuff because if something comes out bad about them, then you go, oh no.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Which is everything that has a celebrity sponsor, but they're doing a lot of younger people that seem to get in a lot more trouble.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's why Taylor was at Saturday Night Live this weekend.
So you can't get Taylor, so you get Ice Spice, the next closest thing.
I got an interesting email from, I hope Billy doesn't mind me putting out there, a kid named Billy who listens to the show. And he said, which really put it in perspective to me, he said, I worked this weekend, I had a couple of extra bucks. And I drove by Starbucks and said, I'm going to see what Mike Calta is so interested in with Starbucks and why he always goes there and talks about it. And he said, I tried it and didn't see anything special about it. And I went, yeah, I'm 100% addicted to it. I've been drinking it for so long that I don't think that I could change. And then the other thing is I do have a genuine like for Starbucks because to me, it is stronger than Dunkin' Donuts. Like, I don't like Dunkin' Donuts coffee. Not that it's not good. It's just not for me. This is stronger. It's consistent. And I think that the routine of going to Starbucks to me has actually made me addicted to going to it. Like, I think that every day,
yeah.
like when I see the symbol and I'm like, ooh, we're passing another Starbucks.
I think back when you started drinking coffee, if you would have went to Dunkin', you probably would have got hooked on Dunkin', and then you're going to be like, Starbucks, I don't like that. That's too strong. Right? You know what I mean? Like,
right. I got this one first, and I've been drinking it for so long that anything else.
It's the same as what you grow up with, too. Like, think about what you grew up with eating or drinking with your family. Maybe the pizza that you guys always got was Domino's.
Right.
Well, there's other pizza that's better, but you're so used to that, and that's your Domino. It's in your mind. Yeah.
The routine is a big part of it, too.
Yeah, sure. I enjoy taking, like, after the show's over and I have to wind down a little bit, I'm like, I'm going to run to Starbucks. I want to get out for a minute. And then I go over there, and they're all super nice to me, and it's good to see everybody. And then I'm like, okay, cool. Now I can go back. And I don't get anything except for iced coffee. So I'm not getting mocha, jocha, chinos, and all that stuff. I mean, obviously I've had all that stuff, but I'm not going every day just to get a milkshake or a pastry or something.
My wife likes Dunkin'. She goes to Dunkin', and she'll text me every once in a while, and she's like, "Hey, can you grab me a coffee on the way home?" I'm like, "Yeah, text me what you want," because I don't know. I don't drink coffee. I never order the stuff on her. So she'll order stuff, and I'm like, "Is this real?"
I know. I get it.
So now I have to decipher stuff, and we don't have that foam. We have sweet foam, and I'm like, okay. And then I go, "I'm sorry, is extra burnt sugar on top? Is that a thing?" And she's like, "Yeah." And I go, "All right."
I do the same thing. And then Bobby tries to get me all the time. He's like, "Oh, you're going to Starbucks? Get me a orange Julius Swift Amulius," and I'm like, I don't know, that can't be real. And then you get there and you find out some of them are real.
Around the holidays at Starbucks, they have the iced sugar cookie latte.
Yeah.
And I remember Tom was getting Starbucks one time, and he's like, "Text me your order." And I'm like, "Iced sugar cookie latte?" He goes, "I'm not gonna order that." He was like, he thought I was like messing with him. Like, there's no way that's an actual drink at Starbucks.
By the way, Ice Spice already sounds like it's a drink.
Oh yeah.
Do you remember when Starbucks had sipping chocolate?
Oh yeah.
It would just be a thick chocolate, and you would just sip the chocolate.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. It's not even hot chocolate, just chocolate syrup.
90-year-old Michael Caine has officially retired from acting.
What's that, Michael?
I failed you. Michael Caine is done.
Galvin does two impressions that I love. He does Michael Caine saying "I failed you" like from Batman, and then he does Dustin Hoffman waking up.
Morning.
What about Owen Wilson?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I forgot about that one. Yeah.
It's unbelievable. What was it? Behind Enemy Lines was on the other day, and it's so weird to see Owen Wilson in like a regular like action, like serious,
not comedy.
Yeah, it was so weird, and the fact that he's military and they barely cut his hair.
Yeah.
You know, everybody else is walking around with buzz cuts, and he's like, "I don't really want to cut mine short."
Yeah, you're fine.
Yeah. Finally, in news, our buddy Bert was on with Jimmy Kimmel the other night, talking about being from Florida and what it's like to be in Florida.
Did you see it by any chance, the whole thing?
I did.
I watched it too. Bert wore the dumbest shirt ever.
Versace, and the shoes.
And Jimmy Kimmel goes, "Well, that's a shirt you want to keep on."
Was he promoting The Machine, the movie?
No, the Fully Loaded Cruise.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Which were going on.
So he was talking a little bit about Florida, and we got a side mention, I guess you would call it, because of
Yeah, it was listen, you know where when he's talking about something, you know where he got it from.
Yeah.
And by the way, Bert has gone out of his way to mention us on every single podcast and everything he's ever done. I am known to the Joe Rogan audience only because Bert talks about me. I've never been on the show. I've only met Joe twice. Joe's only been on this show once, but yet people are listen, know who I am because Bert always talks about us. So, yeah, I appreciate Bert. But here he gives us a little bit of love.
Here is Bert on with Jimmy Kimmel. Here you go.
Oh.
We think he's dead. So,
Yeah.
nobody can confirm.
Yeah.
Oh, that Spanish can't go bring tongueless bread.
No.
Oh, dude.
No. How about whoever gets to come has to cut after tongue off?
Dude, what if you showed up with tongueless bread?
Oh,
Bert would lose his
love it.
mind.
He would love it.
Yeah.
But tongueless Brett. Can you imagine if tongueless Brett was watching Jimmy Kimmel and Jimmy Kimmel just mentioned his name? I mean, it's cool for us and it's happened a million times. Imagine just being home with half a tongue and he's like, "That's me." Oh, that would be so awesome.
Sure it is, Brett.
Mm-hmm.
That's so funny. That is it for news.
A big happy birthday to our friend Bob Passwaters from Hooters, who was in here the other day. You will not meet a nicer, more jolly fellow. I've known Bob since I moved here, and I've never, ever, ever seen him in a bad mood. I've seen him angry and not even in a bad mood.
Yeah.
So happy birthday to you, Bob. What a great guy. And he was just recently in the studio with us. So hope you enjoy your day. We'll take a break and come back. Ian Beckles will join us at the top of the hour. Ian Beckles, football player, opium den owner, actor. There is a movie that Ian Beckles is in. He is coming in with the director of that movie. I want to know why more people aren't putting us in movies.
Yeah. Right.
You know what I mean? I feel like we should all be in the movie. Anyway, Ian will be here. We'll talk to him about the movie, and, of course, we'll go over our football picks. It's the Mike Calta Show. It's 102.5 The Bone. It is 9:02 on the Mike Calta Show. It's 102.5 The Bone. You cannot like Faith No More. Oh, I'm sorry, Ian. I don't think your microphone. The little button on the top. On top. There you go.
This one's on.
There you go. There you go. It's on. Now it's off. Turn it on again.
Good morning.
There you go. Much better.
How you doing? Yes,
I'm great.
Slaps.
This is good. You know who plays all the time? Greg Gutfeld from Fox.
Yes.
He's constantly playing Faith No More, and I think it's something you never thought you'd see.
Yeah, I don't watch him that often.
You don't?
On purpose.
He's the king of late night.
I know, on
I don't
purpose.
wanna-
Yeah,
yeah,
no,
yeah.
he's not the king of me.
I don't. You know what? I don't love that show, but I don't mind watching it every once in a while. They have some good. They have some funnier comedians on.
There was a time where I was watching a lot of CNN and Fox News. I was doing a podcast,
Right.
and it was a podcast about politics.
Yeah.
And now that it's over, I realize I only did the podcast during the Trump era, because before I didn't care,
Yep.
and after I don't care.
Yeah.
Because the long story short, what would he say about Trump? Boy, it was fun.
That's what I always
in
say.
a
It's
crazy
the funniest time.
Like now, I look at it, I go, ugh.
It's not fun.
It's just, that
not
guy's
fun.
not saying anything fun. Trump was fun in an odd way. In an odd way.
Yeah, dude, because you never know. So John Mulaney said it the best.
Yeah.
John Mulaney said, "It's like if you work in a hospital and there's a horse in the hospital, and you're like, I don't know what's he gonna do. Did you get rid of him? No, we want to see what he does next. And the next day you wake up and you're like, what do you mean the horse is still in the hospital? That's what it was like. So,
Good analogy.
I got some very disappointing news during the break that I wanted to share with you guys. I got to wait to it on the air. Several weeks ago, my friend Richard sent me a text and said, "Are you aware of Amanda Pappas? She is the morning weather girl on Channel 10." And I said, "No, I'm unaware." And he sent me her pictures, and she is one of the most gorgeous people I've ever seen. And in her social media, which I began to follow, she posted a lot of pictures of her just enjoying her day and her night, and she's beautiful, and she's got an ample set of breasts on her, and she has no problem putting them on display.
Correct.
And this weekend, she was celebrating the creamsicle game, and she posted a nice picture of her, a video of her in a very nice dress. And I just took a screenshot, and I put it up on her Instagram, and I said, Amanda Pappas is by far the hottest chick that's ever been on the news in Tampa Bay. I'm waiting for either people to say, yes, you're right, or no, what about this one? And that actually happened. And then I just got an email from Amanda Pappas asking me to take the picture down.
Oh.
And I was like, all I
Really?
did was take your. It wasn't like I found a picture of you that some guy sent me. I was just trying to promote the fact that you're there. I mean, you wouldn't want the 2 million people that listen to the show and the 50-something thousand that follow us on social media just to go over and give you a looking. If you didn't want the attention, you wouldn't be putting the pictures up. But whatever, I respect her wishes.
Well, I mean, I'd have to ask, did she ask her publicist? Because if whoever she's working for, if she publicized it in her social media,
Right.
they didn't complain
Right,
about it.
it wasn't like I stole a picture from somewhere and
what
put
I'm
it up.
saying.
I just accentuated what she had already posted.
Yeah, it's not an underground picture. And listen, for me, if you're hating on me, and if you tag me and spell my name right,
Yes.
that's good.
Right, and I wasn't like, hey, look at this
Not at all.
dumb broad. I'm like, she's just gorgeous, and
Yeah.
she's a weather person, which means she's, we got to be doing a great job to get it. TV's a bigger market in Tampa than radio is, so she's evidently done the right thing. But I was like, all right, I was just trying to be nice.
Well, I'm going to say this. I've never heard of her, and she looks like the Bellas back in the day.
Yes,
Little thicker,
she's
little
beautiful.
thicker. I'd never heard of her, and when
Right.
you brought it up, I looked her up, and I was like, "How the hell
Did you not see that?
how did I not see that? Because she's fantastic."
Because you're not watching a lot of morning news and you're really not paying attention to the weather. Now, though, if you're up in the morning and you're like, "Ooh, let me get a look at that chick on the news," I don't know. If she wasn't posting that picture and I took it from somewhere else and posted it, like I had a picture of something from another news person in the area. It wasn't anything sexy or anything like that. But they actually hit me up and said, "Hey, can you take that down? Because that's hurting me when people Google me." And I was like, 100%.
Yes.
I don't want that at all. And this chick, all I did was repost her current picture that she had up. I was just trying to give her some love, so
Well,
whatever.
I guarantee her numbers went up, so I don't know
Yeah.
what she's complaining
And
about.
I've never said anything like, "I sure want to bang her," or anything. I just said that she was pretty. You know what I mean?
Subliminally, though.
No, I'll say it if you ask me.
No,
but
I
I
know.
didn't say it. You know what I mean?
I
Yeah.
could say it.
I mean, I did say that I would knock my wife over to get to her.
You did.
true.
So yeah, I did this
Yeah.
morning.
Yeah, she shouldn't be offended. Your wife should be offended.
I don't think. Oh, my wife doesn't care.
I know.
I don't think that she's offended. I think she was just like, I don't know. Maybe she was ill.
I think you had a conversation with your wife like I had with my wife a long
Yeah.
time ago. And when I first got on the radio, my wife goes, "Yeah, I was listening today." And I go, "Are you going to complain about something I said?" And I go, "Okay, this is how we're going to have this conversation one time. If you're going to complain about what I say, don't listen,
Yeah.
okay? Because I'm entertaining. You have to understand I'm entertaining."
Right. It's not
You know?
like it's not real, but
Yeah.
it stays in this room.
Yeah.
So like I was saying the other day with like my parents, I had a great relationship with my parents. But there are things that you feel awkward bringing up with your parents. Like I don't want to sit down and talk to my dad and be like, "Hey, let's talk about love." And all. But if we were on the air, I'd talk about anything. I don't know. It's just where my confidence is, so I have no problem doing that. When you're in this room, it's a safe haven. It's a different room, and I'm not being. There's always some hint of real to it. Like, yeah, Amanda Pappas is beautiful,
Sure
and
is.
would I love to make her my next wife? Sure. But the reality of that's not. It's just a joke, you know what I mean? But also at the same time saying good things about her.
And you can't knock it out of the park twice like that, could you?
No.
The
Bah.
odds aren't great.
No,
The
I
odds
don't
aren't
know.
great.
I don't know, but you know what's so funny is that I went to dinner Friday with Sap, and we posted a picture up on Instagram, and the amount of jealousy is great. Guys who tell me that my wife is hot, thank you. That's a nice compliment to my wife. I didn't do anything to get it, but thank you. It's nice. The guys who tell me I outkicked my coverage are guys
Thank
who
you
are
again.
yeah,
Thank
but
you.
they're guys who are just saying that I'm ugly, which I'm fine with. I could deal with that. I'm fine. You think I don't know that I did better than I probably should have? And then there's the guys who say that if it wasn't for the money, I don't make enough money to get that. And I also have been with her since I was dirt poor, where she liked me when I lived with Pete and wore jean shorts. So there's no chance that she's with me for money because I didn't get money till about 5 years ago. So anyway,
Now you live with her and wear gym shorts.
right,
What a-
exactly.
quite the
I got
upgrade.
my short game up. But the other thing is when you say that to me, that means one of two things: you're poor, or you are not happy with your ugly wife.
Understandable.
Those are the two things. And I don't want to be the guy that has to go to your Facebook page, take a picture of your ugly life, and then copy it because she didn't ask to be brought into this.
Facts.
It's just terrible.
I wouldn't say that to somebody that I didn't know and respect. I wouldn't say that because it's kind of mean.
Yeah.
I get it. Now, but
I'm not really
I would say it
offended
to
by
Zap. I would say it to Tony Mayberry. I would say to anybody that I knew that
Yeah.
that has a pretty wife. You see what I'm saying? Because I don't think any dudes are good looking. I'm just gonna be honest with you. We're all nasty. We all smell.
Yes.
And if you're with a pretty woman, you're lucky because I look at guys and they're all nasty.
I had a
All of
girl.
them.
I had a girl tell me this weekend she doesn't want naked pictures of guys in like text and stuff because it's kind of icky. Girls' bodies are works of art, and I said I agree 100%. 100%, right?
100%.
Is that mic on?
Yeah.
Add another 10%.
Get up on that mic,
Go
Andy,
close.
so we can hear you.
another 10%
Yeah,
on that.
yeah,
Come on.
100%, 110%. So we know it's we're hairy in places we didn't even know we had hair,
Correct.
and girls, just even skinny girls, fat girls, any nationality, all girls are mostly somebody is finding one of them beautiful.
I'm
So.
56. I'll find something beautiful in most of them.
Most girls.
Could be that third toe.
Yeah, yeah. You know
So,
what? Bobby Kelly told me one time he likes a girl with bad skin. Who says that?
That's a good question.
But because I think that I think Bobby likes the effort that a girl with a negative is putting into it. If she's already got one strike against her, she's doing something else to make up for it.
Like Carmen was talking about cellulite and stuff like that and scars.
Yeah.
Man, I ain't gonna be with a girl with no flaws. I don't want that no more. They gotta
Yeah.
have some flaws.
Well, I mean, I'm not putting them on them, but if they have them, it's not going to turn me away.
Correct.
Like,
and if she
crazy.
doesn't have flaws, I'm not taking my shirt off. If she doesn't have flaws,
I'm not taking my shirt off.
I got
either way.
flaws, bro.
Yeah.
I got
Yeah.
flaws.
So
Sorry,
what,
yeah.
what if it was the hottest chick in the room, but she was an amputee?
Oh, I would
Oh,
take a
I
shot
I would
at
have
that.
no problem.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I'd have no
In
problem.
fact, if it was a leg, it makes things a lot more convenient.
Beautiful.
I got some angles
she
in
still
there.
has the good parts.
Right?
I saw a girl-
I'm gonna get you sucker. She just starts taking off everything.
I do remember.
If you meet a girl in a bar and she's in a wheelchair and she's gorgeous and you strike up a conversation and then you're like, hey, we should get out of here. And she said yes. My hardest part about that is trying to figure out what we do next. Like, do I scoop you up and put you up? Are you good at getting yourself out? Like, I don't know what part works and what doesn't. I'm like, if we do stuff, can you feel it? Like, you don't want to have to answer all these questions or ask them rather in the first
Do you
couple
have
minutes.
a van?
Yeah, yeah. Like you don't know where to go from you're like, I like you and I would like to do stuff with you, but do I sling your legs around? Do I throw you over my shoulder? What do we do?
You just wheel her out and take it from there.
Yeah. Well, you're getting her out. That's the easy part. Then you get her in the bedroom and you're making out with her. She's in the chair and you're like trying to wait it out. Like, do I wait for her to hop out? Do I have to drag her out? Is it easier for me to pull her out? Who's taking her clothes off?
If we're in the bar and I'm like, hey, let's get out of here, and she's like, yeah, then I just sit on her lap and I go, go, and have her, right?
But let me ask you this.
motorize us out?
Let me ask this question as a man.
Yeah.
Isn't every woman like that? Because you're going into the bed thinking, I got this. And then you try to do your moves. Like, I don't like that. Like,
Yeah,
oh,
but I don't
what's
have
the
to.
difference?
I don't have to slang her in the bed. You know what I mean? She can make her own way. Once I get in the bed, I know what to do from there. But now when she's there in the chair, do I help her in? Can she get up? Or do I want to watch her do that awkward thing where she flips herself on the bed? That's weird. Like me trying to get up from laying on my back. I got to do that.
As somebody who's a deep thinker, I just don't think there's many positions. I believe it would just be one position. I believe just about.
Not if she
or
can't
two.
feel him. You can do whatever you want. You can probably snap him
Well,
at a
she's got to
joint.
feel that. She doesn't feel her legs. She's got to feel that, or why would you want to have sex?
Right. That's what I'm saying. Or and how do you know? Can you feel that? Like, you don't want to ask and be like, is it dead down there? Or what do you got going
You're
on?
making it too difficult. You need a drink. Because when you pick her up, you're going to be in a bar, you're going to be drinking anyways, and all this stuff is not going to be going through your head.
Oh, no, 100% it is.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, my first thing I'm going to have to figure out is how to get her out. You know? I mean, I'm sure she got in. She can get out on her own. So even if she says, follow me back to my house, then we go back to the house, and I'm most likely she's on the first floor, which is already convenient for me. Then I don't have to do any stairs or anything to get all my wind out. Then we get in there, and she's moving around and feeling good, but I feel like, is there chivalry? Should I help her? Hey, you want me to yoke you out of that chair, or you want me to just wait until you flip in? Or do I let her go in, wait, and then I wait till I hear her, and then I go in there, and she's already laying in there?
I had a small person hit me up in Vancouver,
Oh.
and she propositioned me, and 25% of me wanted to go.
75% of me would want to go. Do you know how confident I'd feel with them little hands?
I know. I understand that part
Right?
of it.
No, you don't, because you both probably got big old dongs on you. Yeah. Yeah.
But the rest of it was, I don't know. There can't be a lot of question marks when that's there. You know what I mean? It's
Listen,
just,
I heard, I've always been fascinated by the midget thing. By
I
the way,
kinda
we
am,
should
too.
introduce Anthony. Anthony is the director of a film that we're going to talk about that Ian is in.
yes.
And we'll get to that in a second, but I want to let you know that he was here.
Yes.
Now back to midget sex.
Yeah. So if you ever, we used to have a guy on named Dennis Hoff who passed away a couple years ago, who owned the Bunny Ranch in Vegas.
Yeah, I remember him.
And he used to say, come on down on me. Well, I'm married. I can't do that. Not when he blows it on the air and says it. But if I ever went down there, I would want to pay for something that I can't normally get. I'm not going to pick a hot girl. I'm not going to pick a black girl. I want something that I've never experienced before. And they had a midget there. I would have gone old lady or midget, right? Then the midget would be my thing. And they had some hot midgets there, too. I mean, you went from all of them looking like they had the Oompa Loompa head to some of them being super hot. And Jennifer Jordan, who used to do middays on the Power Pig back in the day, she said to me something one time that really disturbed me. She was talking about women shaving their private hair. And she said most guys want their private hair shaven off completely because it reminds them of young girls. And I went, no. And she goes, yeah. And she goes, that's what the psychology is. And I went, I want you to take it off in case I do stuff to you and I don't like hair everywhere. Like, if I get a salad and there's hair on my salad, I ain't eating that salad. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I don't want the hair.
We can't agree with that.
I can't either. That's terrible.
Even if Sigmund Freud says as a man, you can't agree with it.
No.
I'm not agreeing with it.
I don't agree with it either. So then it became like a little bit of a debate. Then people say the same thing about midgets. That if you want to do it with a midget, it's because I disagree too.
That's what Gio says.
I think that I think it's just something out of the ordinary.
Curiosity.
Yeah, like a really fat girl too. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody. I'm sure I've been somebody's curiosity at some point, and I'm fine with that. Yeah,
I've done that route a few times. I'm good with that one.
Yeah,
just
right.
Like, I'm good. I've done them.
That's what I'm saying. So, but you want to do something that you're not normally going to be able to do. That's all I get out of that.
You said you're not gonna do you've done a black girl before?
Yeah, I have.
Yeah,
I've made.
Congratulations.
Yeah, I was very proud. Very proud.
Yeah.
Black chicks seem to like me. Oh, I am because listen, I find that it's hard to tell how old a black girl is. Because they look great. If you look great young, you probably look great old.
Well, black don't crack unless you smoke it.
It's the truth.
That's
you know what I found out is back in the day when I had long hair, black girls like guys with long hair.
Yeah.
I think they like bigger guys too.
Yep.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, if I walk in a room and there's some older black ladies, I am older black lady candy.
Yeah.
They love a kid. They love
Get a lot of that. Hi,
Yeah.
Ian. Yeah, I do find I think I have a Sopranos type effect on black girls. They think that there's like something there.
Yeah.
I just feel like I don't want to be a great disappointment. Like I feel like we should have that conversation beforehand. I know what you're used to. Be prepared. I know what you've probably been doing the whole time.
I've seen the movies.
Right.
I've seen the movies.
This is not going to be that. I will do probably other stuff that you weren't getting, but we're good there. Yeah, no. I love girls of all shapes, sizes, old, young. I mean, we say a lot of things on this show, but the truth is, the reality of it is, I find most women, there's always something beautiful about. My wife always says, "You think everybody's beautiful?" I do. I really do. Yeah.
Some.
Yeah. So yeah, for the most part. I mean, we'll watch Jeopardy, and I'll fall in love with the Jeopardy contestant, and then we'll watch 90 Day Fiance, and I'll be like, "Well, that chick, there's a girl on 90 Day Fiance that's so hot." But she's such an idiot that I can't look at her
Dude, what's her
anymore.
name? I watched that show. What's her name?
The one that's
The Spanish-looking one?
She's older, and like she's probably like my age, like maybe in her 50s. But she's really, really pretty. Like she used to be a news anchor. She's like news anchor pretty, but she's such a dumbass. Oh, she's like super Jesus freak. She's her and her boyfriend are like love Jesus all the time. Oh my god.
Good stuff.
I mean, on that show, they're all pretty much dumbasses on it.
Yeah, but
In
that's
general,
what makes the
though.
show so good. I watched the Love Is Blind with my wife yesterday. Did you watch that? The new one, the
Yeah.
Boy, you want to talk about a group of idiots, man. Those people are starving for any sort of fame.
And we wonder what's going on with our country when our youth is. I'm sitting there watching my daughters watching Bachelor or whatever, and I'm thinking, what a terrible premise for a kid to be watching.
Yeah.
Falling in love with a guy for a week because he's pretty
Yeah.
and he just interviews well, and I want to marry him. What a terrible show to watch.
I know the idea that those people, even Love Is Blind, that they're meeting each other for the first time and getting engaged. That's just such a dumb thing.
You seen Exes on the Beach or whatever, where they fall in love, but in order for them to actually stay in love, their ex comes and tries to.
Oh yeah.
What kind of show is that? Like, come on, like what are you doing? The more the merrier.
Even 90 Day Fiance, it kind of fell off a little bit. Like I liked when Big Ed was on. Big Ed's season where he was putting the mayonnaise in his hair and trying to sleep over in Thailand or wherever he was. That stuff was funny to me.
Misha Johnson, is that her name
I don't know.
from 90 Day Fiance?
Oh, let me see.
Is
All
that her?
Mishas
Yep,
are hot.
100%.
Yeah,
Yeah,
All
she's
Mishas
hot.
are hot. Oh,
She's hot, but listen to her talk for 5 minutes. You'll be like,
nah,
oh,
I'm
shut
good.
up.
Yeah.
You know, we have a mutual friend who was the same thing that was hot, and then I heard her talk, and I went,
Oh, I believe that.
yeah.
Kind of like a Cardi B effect. That she don't look that good.
Oh, no, I like Cardi B when she
You
talks.
like Cardi B?
I
Yeah,
love
yeah.
Cardi B, bro.
Yeah,
Cardi B is good.
I want
for
Cardi B to yell at me like,
community,
I want her to tell me to go get her a drink.
I don't think she's a great representation.
Cardi B is great for the
no.
I
culture.
really don't.
For the
Culture,
culture.
she's great.
Anthony, what is your last name?
Capers,
Capers.
Capers.
Sorry, I forgot that already. Anthony is a friend of Ian's who is here with him today because Ian sent me a clip of the movie. Now, you made this movie. Did you write it and direct it and all that stuff?
Everything. If you look at a movie and you see the credits at the end of any movie, just put my name.
It's all you for everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've done a lot of this, or is this your first one, or what?
This is actually the second actual movie, but we do have a 2.5, 3-year running YouTube series.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Can I ask you this? So we had an idea for a show that clearly nobody would be interested in unless you were a fan of this show. It was the scenario is that I died, and only Spanish and Joe. Spanish isn't here today, but only Spanish and Joe can communicate with me. I could talk to them like I was alive, but everybody else just sees me as a stuffed guy, you know?
Brilliant.
Right, and it's called My Sweet Dead Prince. And I thought only people would, locally would probably appreciate it, and it would be better if it was a YouTube show. But what is the cost? Is the cost incredible? Because I see all the costs for these movies and things that these people make, and the rules you have to follow. It's kind of hard to do.
Dude, when you talk about cost, you'll be happy to know that I make all my movies without the cost of anything. Like, I own my own equipment. I own everything that I have. This comes out of my pocket. I actually lose money making these things. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
true
But,
passion for something. Is
You know,
what that is.
the cost for just a movie is highly, highly, highly up there. You can't even get into film festivals sometimes without
Right.
having like a budget to a movie. And we actually made a film festival last year.
What What was the film that you had last year?
Last year we filmed a movie called Super Vita.
Uh-huh.
That was the actual first chapter in the Grand Hampton the Movie series, and we actually got a chance to film that in part here locally with the historic Tampa Theatre.
Right.
Some of the movie was filmed in there, and we actually got it premiered at the Tampa Theatre.
Isn't that one of the most beautiful places
I've
that
ever
Tampa
been.
Theater?
You've
ever.
never been, and how long you
Really?
been here?
I mean, I've been here. No, I don't know. I've been. But I'm saying it's one of the most beautiful places I've ever been.
Yeah. Oh,
It took
yeah.
me a while
Okay.
to get there, and I was like, what gorgeous building.
I can't remember the first thing. I think I saw Dice there years and years ago, and that's the whole thing that I sat there and just kept
Just
looking
stared,
around and
yeah.
everything. Yeah,
Dude,
it's
the
really
history.
beautiful. Yeah, and I grew up working in a movie theater, and it was before there were multiplexes. I worked in with usually a twin, or we had this one place. It was real Art Deco, and it was only one screen, and it had a huge stage, and it was a monstrous theater. And you don't really see a lot of it anymore. So when you can get something like that preserved, it's great to be there. Now, as a filmmaker, you must love to show a movie there. That's got to be great.
Oh man, last year I think I found my calling. Being
Yeah.
up on that stage, and I got spoiled because, like you said, you can have your stuff on YouTube. And
Yeah.
I'm working on these videos every day, editing them and filming them, but to actually see it on the big screen, like he's never seen himself on the big screen.
No.
So when he sees that on Wednesday, like he probably already has the bug, but when you see it on the big screen, I don't know what the theater does, the sound and everything. You feel like you're in a big budget movie.
Oh, sure.
Even though I made the damn thing for like $1,000.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? But it doesn't look like that. It doesn't feel like that. So to see it on the big screen, like I haven't even seen the movie last year I made again because I got spoiled seeing it on the big
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So you don't want to watch
I
it?
bet.
I get that.
I
Yeah.
bet.
That's got to be great. So what is the can you give me an idea what the first movie was about?
Yeah, the first movie was about the ultimate deception. Well, first you got to understand what Grand Hampton, the community is.
Okay.
And Grand Hampton, the community, if you would understand what witness protection is,
Yep.
a government built the neighborhood of Grand Hampton only to house the people in witness protection. So like Ian's in witness protection, but he doesn't know I'm his neighbor and I'm in witness protection. You're in
Oh,
witness
so they put you
protection.
all in there, give you new identities, and
Uh-huh.
don't tell you that you're all.
Yeah,
Oh,
correct.
that's
So
pretty good.
nobody knows it. Everybody
great
thinks
idea.
it's just, hey, we're moving to this new neighborhood.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But within that neighborhood, a bunch of everything happens because the government built it to experiment on people and everything.
Smart.
So
Yeah.
the last movie, the first one, Super Vita, that was about the ultimate deception inside of the neighborhood and had over 120 active community members in the actual show.
No
because
kidding.
We don't hire actors. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? We don't go out, and none of us have SAG awards. We don't do that.
Uh.
What I do is I knock on my neighbor's door. Hey, man, it's a crazy story. You know, you want to help me, be a part of it. And next thing you know, 2 years later, a movie at the Tampa Theatre, Ian Beckles on the second one, here we are.
That's pretty odd. That's pretty odd. I love a dream following through and coming through, man. There's no better feeling than
Then
that.
tell COVID to happen again and see what happens.
Oh,
See what else I
sorry.
come out with. You know what I'm saying? See
That
what else.
COVID really screwed a lot of things up
And it made a lot of people who are creative better.
because they had more time.
They have more time to be creative, but Ten's been creative forever. Anthony's his nickname is Ten. He did shot music videos for me back in the day, and he's just a creative cat, rapper, the whole nine yards.
You know, and when people see it, they'll get to understand why I decided to do an anthology instead of just doing one story like we did last year. We only told one 48-minute, 50-minute movie. This year, we're telling 3 different stories, so they're 3 short stories, but people really need to have an understanding, one, of what Grand Hampton, the community, is and what it can be,
Right.
which is why each 3 stories is different.
Mhm.
But also people have an understanding of who Antony Capers 10-minute is, you know, from doing the music, doing the videos, the editing, and all of that, the animation. There's a bunch of stuff in there that nobody knows exists right here in Tampa Bay.
Oh, I want to now. I'm curious.
You need to be curious.
Yeah.
You need to get up out that seat. Come on down Wednesday. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's
as
not
many
gonna happen.
people.
I mean, we have so many TVs. All right, so who can go? Anybody can go.
Anybody can go to. We actually this year, what we didn't do last year. This year we're having a social mixer between 6 and 7 p.m. Come out, have a taco, socialize. Taco
Where
bar
at the
at
theater?
the Tampa Theatre.
Okay.
And also this year, what we didn't do last year, which I'm super excited about because I haven't performed live since my son was like, I think 3 maybe or whatever. We're actually doing a live performance to introduce the show. We have singers. I'll be on stage performing with kids from the community, kids from the show.
So it'll be a whole night of
I
entertainment.
love it.
Oh
Yeah.
man, it's gonna be a night of entertainment. And the best part about it is we, Tampa Bay, are the first in the United States to be doing anything like this.
I think
Anything
that's
like
great.
this. You're not Hollywood, not Black Atlanta, New York.
Yeah,
Nobody's
yeah.
doing that. We are.
I'll tell you this is that I was telling you off the air about my niece who happens to be here from USC Film School, and I'm so proud of her and so happy for her, and she's doing so well with what she's doing that I would have loved to have done that at her age. I just didn't know it. I didn't know you could. I didn't know it. So the more you do like that, the more it creates that next generation of filmmakers and gets eyes on it. You know, especially when you get them involved young. So what is Ian's role in this? And don't look at him. Is he okay? Is he okay?
Nah, Ian killed it. And the funny thing about it is to see his performance compared to how he was up, because he's up high and he's afraid of heights. I've never seen somebody so big afraid of heights.
No,
So
I'm
to have-
terrified of heights.
So to have him up on like the 19th floor in the condo,
Uh-huh.
it's ridiculous. So, but Ian's character is a big character once the show keeps on continuing. Okay,
So-
because
Okay.
he is actually the leader of the bad guys.
Oh,
Yeah.
shocking.
Okay, so and
Yeah.
this is the very first time. This is the very first time Grand Hampton, the community, branches out of Grand Hampton into another area, and we actually get to see another part of Grand Hampton. Like who doesn't like Grand Hampton?
Right.
Why do you exist? But people don't know it. So it's like everybody has an enemy.
Yeah. Okay.
And now we get to meet the enemy, but the enemy doesn't live in a community like Grand Hampton, the suburbs and stuff like that. The enemy is now we're moving into downtown Tampa. We're moving into south side of Tampa where we get to show the community and the city in a different light.
Wow.
I love
And
it.
Ian's one of the bad guys.
Not one of
The
the bad
bad-
guy.
He's the leader of the bad guys?
So you got to look at Grand Hampton was built by the Connected, and there's a leader of the Connected. Well, the evil side is called TACA, all right? The anti-Connected, and he's in charge of that.
What up, my Taka?
Tony, I'm Tony Soprano.
Yeah, dude.
Let's
this is
go.
This is such a great premise. I like it. I like this. Is good. Now, you feel comfortable doing that? I saw you were in your dignitary shirt. Smart,
Of course.
smart product placement.
I'm a prostitute.
Yeah.
I would say I got myself ready to do my lines and had them ready, and then the heights. What I mean threw me off. Like you have to be there.
Yeah,
okay?
I saw the clip.
Okay, but
yeah.
the clip is it doesn't. My boy Heavy Lyrics was there, right? He kept on looking at me like I have a problem with heights.
Yeah.
Like just me stepping on a balcony is hard, and then the guy, his boy, was getting hit against the railing, and the feeling that goes through my body because I just picture people falling all
Going
the
over
time.
the side, yeah.
So now I have that funny feeling I get when I'm driving over the Skyway Bridge.
Right.
But
I get that.
I'm also trying to think and be natural. It came out better than I thought it would because I was petrified.
I would
of it.
say probably that probably added to it a little bit. Of
I mean, it did.
nervousness. Yeah, right.
It did because it was natural. It
Yeah.
wasn't like he knew his lines, but the fact that he was scared to go over the balcony to certain points when a delivery comes across,
Right.
you could see the pain in the delivery. It's not really the
Yeah.
delivery that's giving the pain. It's like, yo, get me off of this fucking
is
balcony.
good.
Whoa,
I'm ready to go
you
right
can't
now.
say that word.
Oh,
You slip one in.
sorry.
That's okay. You got it, Carmen? Okay.
Sorry.
I don't feel like I would be a good actor because I would be too conscious that I'm acting, and I just would be over. I just
You
terrible,
would
not
act.
good at it.
You'd be fine.
I love it.
No,
You'd
I
be
think I could
fine.
do a lot of intimidating stares and that kind of stuff. But when it comes to delivering lines, no, I think I'd overact everything. I've tried to do it before and it just doesn't work. But I love it. I love that you did it, and I love that there's a local filmmaker here and somebody that's very passionate about it. We have another local filmmaker named Mo that works at this station. Don't ever collaborate with him. Terrible. He'll bring you down. He'll bring you down to his level. Don't let it happen. Ian, you know.
I think
You
you'd be
know.
fine on the show, man. And the thing I get all the time is, again, none of us are actors. I'm just a guy that had an
That's
idea
right.
This
for
is
Hollywood
true.
stories. So it's like when I approach families and parents, I've never done this before.
Of course,
I don't know how I can do this. But the thing about it is, even in Hollywood and New York, nobody's
Nobody
actors.
knew
All
that.
it is taking a little bit of direction,
Mm-hmm.
giving them a little bit of lines. Dude,
Well,
it
that's
got
true.
me
You have a
feeling
good
like I'm the best
director.
director in the world because I'm taking kids, I'm taking like little like 1-year-olds to like 60-year-olds and making them look like they actually.
Yeah, that's good. I get a thing for a voiceover thing, right? It was a movie that was being made about two brothers who came from Canada that were end up in the NHL, and it was real footage, but it was me just talking over it. So I just get this script, and it was so cheesy on the morning on Sunday. You know, these guys are up at 3, and I'm reading it, and with zero direction. And I send it into them, and they're like, "Well, we're looking for more of a Liev Schreiber." I go, "Then why don't you get Liev Schreiber to do it?" It's not direction. That's telling me to copy somebody else, you know. So I don't like doing that. But if you get somebody that gives you direction, you know what they want. You can at least strive for what they want. Well, all right. So Wednesday at the Tampa Theater, get there early because there'll be a cocktail hour with. I believe I heard the word tacos in there.
Yeah, we have a catered taco bar happening there. Let's see, we got some merch on display out there. Let me give it a shout out to my sponsors really quick as
Sure.
well. That's making this night happen. Give it up to Employee Easy and also the biggest Universal Employee Solutions. Okay, they're all right here in Tampa.
So
and in
say you had a
Clearwater.
guy on your show that was sick for 2 weeks and you don't know if he's going to live or not, and I needed to replace him. I can go there.
Sure can.
Oh, see, there you go.
Done.
Spanish, you might be out.
Done.
Yeah.
Man. And the other cool thing about the show is since we don't have any funding and financing and all about local and community, you're right. He did have his dignitary shirt on. So I tell you what, if you are in the Grand Hampton show, if you have anything that's memorable, it's your chance to get it out there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm all about branding. I'm all about networking. All about bringing people together. So, hey, dignitary is part of the show now.
Let's rock.
Also, since there are no major sponsors, if there's somebody who comes out and sees this movie and says, you know what, I like this concept, I like this thing, they may be able to step in and not take over, but you know what I'm saying?
No, they
may
can
be
come in
able to-
offer a check because
Yeah.
we have the trademark on it and the copyright on it, and I have the pitch deck ready to go. Netflix, Hulu, Fox, where you guys at? Let's go. We're ready to go.
Any neighborhood.
Yeah, but here's the deal though: we don't even have to like sell it to a network because the idea is I wouldn't want anybody to ruin the idea of realistic tales, and I take real people and turn them into the stars of the show. So you give us the money, the budget, and the funding for it,
To
and
make
let's
it,
continue to do it. Because now
love
I
it.
could branch further out into Tampa. I could branch out into communities. Go ahead and get the wine tribes up in here. We could film something. You know what I'm saying? Let's go. But you know what I'm saying? It's all about bringing everybody together, not just New Tampa.
Right,
Now we're
right.
coming into South Tampa.
I like it. I think this is great. Man, now we got to talk to you. I think we need to move forward with my Sweet Dead Prince. I think we got a really
Let's
good
rock.
idea there.
I'm ready.
Dude, there's so much funny stuff in there. All right, listen to me. I think now tell everybody again the name because Grand Hampton.
Grand Hampton the Movie. You could find this on YouTube, TikToks, any socially thing you got. Go ahead and get the Instagrammies. We're there too. But on Wednesday, 6 p.m., be at the Tampa Theatre for the live and only premiere of Anthology.
starring the great Ian Beckles.
Antony Capers, a bunch of Tampa Bay people. You know what I'm saying?
It's not like when they filmed Punisher here and you watch it and they were like, "Ooh, that's not that. Ooh, that's
Yeah,
right."
yeah.
Now you're gonna be like, "Oh, there's Marty. I know Marty."
I know
yeah,
him.
You can actually come to the theater and actually watch a movie with the actors that are
Yeah,
actually in
they're
the.
sitting
Where
there.
have you ever done that?
I'm
Some
sure
of them
they'll all
actually
be
work
there.
at the theater. They'll be cleaning up after as you're leaving. No, I'm just kidding.
No, because last year Jill, actually the marketing director of the Tampa Theater, she actually had a role in Super Vita.
There you go.
You see what I'm saying?
There you go.
Hey man, we got spots for everybody.
I love it. All right, well, good. And if you're somebody who always wanted to get into acting, what better place to start than with a bunch of people who aren't stuck-up actors?
Perfect.
You know, every actor, no matter how low level of accomplishments they have, always thinks they're better than they are. When you get a bunch of people though who are just out there to make a movie, then that's when you get some good inspiration.
Yep.
Let's take a break. When we come back, we have to find out how we do with our football picks. It's a Mike Calta show. This is 102.5 The Bone. 9:45 on the Mike Calta Show. We have superstar actor Ian Beckles here in the studio with us. You feel good? You feel good about it? I mean, you got a future. You got the look.
No, I don't have the future or the look, but I'm one of those guys who like to check off boxes.
Yeah.
Like just to
me
say
too.
I can do it. Like I did the first Dancing with the Stars.
Yep.
It was terrifying. Okay?
Yeah.
But I'm happy I did it.
I'm happy they never asked me to do it because I'd have to say no to them because from what I understand, it requires a lot of time.
A lot of
Yeah.
time, a lot of effort. And, Julie says, why don't you get Ron to do it? I look at her and I go,
Yeah.
don't waste your breath.
Right.
He
I'm not
ain't
doing it. I don't want to. I have no time, and I don't want to put in any effort. So I don't want to. I'll MC the hell out of it, but I'm not dancing.
I'm an all-in type of guy, though. Like,
Yeah.
and
You're gonna win if you're doing it.
Well,
Yeah.
the thing is, and it was the first one ever. I believe J. Paul Pepin won,
Okay.
but I believe he had 10 tables
I was
represented.
gonna say, where was it? Where was it held?
I think it was at Pepin.
Oh.
And
Okay.
he had 10. He had 10 tables, and I had one that was given to me. So at the end, everybody's like, "I thought you were the best, but I had to." Well,
Yeah.
I go, "I get it.
Yeah.
You're good. Take care of your business."
That's what it is.
Home court advantage, man.
Yeah.
There you go.
Exactly.
There you go.
So, yeah, that's one of those things where, like, I enjoy my level of fame because no one will ever ask me to go to Iraq and perform for the troops.
Okay.
I would if I got asked to go, but I'm glad that I don't possess any of that talent where they'd be like, "Who's this guy?" So I'm good.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd be all that comfortable. I don't know. Yeah,
I'm
no.
certainly not right now.
No.
You know what I mean? But I mean, I feel like as an entertainer, if you're asked to go, it's the least you can do. These guys are out there living there.
Sure.
It's 120 degrees, fighting in wars, having rockets coming at them. If somebody asks you to go over there and tell jokes for a couple of days, you go and you enjoy. And then they take great care of you too.
Nobody'd be more safe than you if they're going to bring you there, as a talented person. I would think
Not me. Like John
Yeah.
Cena, yes.
Okay.
Me, they're like, put them in we were dropping some tanks. We'll just drop them with the tank. Yeah, I don't want to do that. All right, you ready to find out how we did in our football picks?
those games are so ridiculous. I don't even think I got 5 right.
Listen,
I'm
I
not
can
sure.
only hope that we all did as bad as we think we did.
Yeah.
You
Thank
know?
God for Spanish.
Yeah. Carmen?
Can't be any worse than me.
All right, how do we do? Now, I won like 11 in a row. I picked 11 wins 2 weeks in a row.
Yes, you did.
Yeah. So this week I thought I was high and mighty. Again, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you. Yay. Oof. Oh, Ian had a half a smile for a second.
I
Bottom of the barrel.
Suck.
You said you suck. I just want to point that
Yes,
out.
I
You did
did
not
say
say the other word.
absolutely not.
Yeah.
Make sure you say pause.
Oh, wow. Oh!
Yeah! Read 'em and weep, baby! Woo!
Pap. Oh.
Between?
Nice,
No.
nice.
Wow.
right,
Good
all
luck,
right.
Pap Pap.
Thank you, Michael.
Yeah, no problem.
I don't think the NFL gods are going to allow Pap to win.
I don't know. Tell that to the Eagles and the Jets.
Yeah.
See how that worked out.
And the 49ers, the
Yeah,
Browns.
and the Giants and all that other stuff. If you're that kicker who missed that 49ers field goal, that chip shot from the 30-something yard. Who?
Moody.
Yeah, Moody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's going to be moody today.
Duty is what they should call him.
It's so funny when people say chip shots and stuff. And
Well,
yeah.
I'm saying as opposed to a 61
Yeah,
yarder, not that
yeah.
it's so easy to look. I don't want to do anything where I got 6 300-pound guys trying to kill me.
No. That's a lot of pressure when you have. Now, forget about the guys trying to kill you. What about the guys on your side that you're trying to kick a ball through a little goalpost
Yeah.
and they've been battling all day? And if you miss that one, you ruin the game.
Ooh.
That's a lot of pressure.
Yeah, that's the big thing, too, is, it's all you. They forget about every fumble and every interception and every other thing. Whenever it comes down to the kicker, you have to make this or we're going to lose the game. That's a lot more than anything else.
Matt Bryant was in the studio one day. He had just kicked the 64-yarder or something like that to win the game for the Bucs. And I said, what kind of pressure is that when you're walking out there? He goes, none whatsoever. I said, why? He goes, because no one thinks you're going to make it.
Correct.
If you make it, it's great. If you don't, they go, oh, it was 64 yards.
Correct.
And,
Right, but this was 41.
Yeah,
For
this
Moody.
guy was right there. 41?
41, yeah.
You should be able to kick a 41 in.
It's almost an extra point. It's not much
Right.
longer than an extra
Right.
point.
So, Ian Beckles is a movie star.
Yeah, man.
That's really good. You guys come out and see him.
Wednesday. Can we post that clip or no?
Please,
Yes.
of course.
You sure? Okay.
Please post the clip.
I'll post the clip up
Share
there.
the YouTube page. Post everything.
All right, I will do all of that on our Instagram at the Mike Calta Show. Ian, you were there.
Yes.
The last time we were at the DeBartolo, what is that, gala together.
Mhm.
We weren't there together, but we were both there.
Yep.
Did you meet Joyce DeWitt from Three's Company?
I believe I was in the same room. I didn't meet her personally.
She was sitting behind me, and when I got up, she was up, and I go, I got to take a picture with her. You know, I watched that show. I put that up on our Instagram because we're talking about that because the other one just died. She's Aunt Summers. That chick was 70 years old when I met her, and she looked so goddamn hot. She was in such great shape. I put my arms on her, and she like fell into me. You could see in the picture. I totally would have wrapped her up and took her home.
She was the hot one.
Yeah.
To me, she was the hot.
Same thing with like Marianne and Ginger. You never know who's going to go for who. You know what I mean? She was the hot
Ginger.
one too, but Gak and I didn't shut up the whole time.
Ginger all day.
Ginger all day?
Yeah, I
I
love
would have
Ginger.
Mrs. Howell.
Marianne.
I like me an old broad.
And Ginger was my first love.
What about the professor? No,
Yeah,
I'm
he was
kidding.
cute. He was cute.
Everybody likes a smart guy.
Yeah, right?
Anthony, pleasure to meet you. Good luck with
Same,
your film.
same.
I
Thank you
hope
very
this
much.
is a good turnout for you and for Tampa and, of course, for Ian on Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
And tomorrow is Tuesday. Dom will be here. Maybe Spanish will be back. Who knows? Anything else I need to know about you? For tomorrow? We're good. We do have Billy Joel Sting tickets that we didn't give away.
Yes.
We'll do that tomorrow, I promise. Have a great day. We will see you guys tomorrow. The after show is up next.
You want to give away some tickets on the show?
Yes, can we do that?
Yeah. I got
All
you
right,
a couple
how many
tickets.
pair?
I got you 2 pairs.
Two
4
pair.
tickets.
Carmen, will you grab the names for me? All right, we'll do that. Have a great day. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Goodbye.